Yo, welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm one of your hosts, Smitty. I'm here with the crew. What's good, JMIK? Live from New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, man, I'm live from New Orleans right now, man. I'm waiting for this game tomorrow, but man, I'm doing good, man. I really can't complain.
Certified. What's happening, man?
Ain't shit, brother. I can't call it. You know.
And to all you haters that's gonna jump in the comments today about my teams and their performances, damn you already. You hear me? You goddamn hear me, you rat bastards. Yes, Florida State disappointed me, followed by the Eagles. God
Oh
damn, man.
damn.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't got a fucking leg to stand on right now. This shit
And
crazy.
you got a double weekend. Shit.
And then followed by, before that shit, my baseball team looked like they was gonna do the unthinkable. They gave it up.
Damn.
But neither here nor there. It's another week of football, and
well,
now I get to hate watch all you niggas. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, and you gotta look at the bright side, and you can't lose on Sunday.
Nah.
Now you know what it feels like to be a Buffalo Bills fan. Just full of disappointment.
Well, damn, I ain't had that much disappointment. Shit.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
They got the ultimate disappointment.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's get into some football. Jesus Christ. Let's see where we at here. Ohio State versus Illinois. What the hell?
Yeah. I think Illinois wasn't the top. I think in the top 15. I think something like that.
17.
Yeah, I mean close enough.
Yeah, but it's still a 15 and a half game. That ranking ain't stopping the Vegas from saying you're gonna get blowed out.
Well, yeah, because I think that's because like when they played Indiana, boy, they got their back blown in. So that's why that line looked like that.
Yeah, but I guess the first game we could touch on, man, is that Alabama versus Missouri. Alabama favored by 3.5. Over under is 51.5. Missouri come in this one undefeated.
Yeah. I mean, I can go first. I mean, for me, like Missouri is tough, man. Because I'm gonna be real honest with the people, man. I ain't really watched them in the Missouri games yet, so I don't really know what to expect. I know they played well thus far. I mean, like I mean, one of the games I did watch was like the KU game that they had. I mean, which for them was like a rivalry game because I mean, like they're both geographically close. But I don't know what to expect. I mean, they're playing at home. Normally, it's funny because when Missouri get these high profile games, they normally make it the night game. I think the only reason why it's not the night game is because Georgia and Auburn are the night game this weekend. For the SEC. I mean, for me, it's tough, man. Like Missouri, like I don't know. I mean, like from what I understand, is like they're really good at running the football. So they're going to do that, but I think Alabama's going to try to stack the box up and try to make them throw. And I just don't know how good the quarterback from Mizzou is, and I think we're all going to. If you watch that game at noon today, for them to win that game, I think their quarterback is going to have to make plays. And saying all that, like I'm gonna probably go with Alabama money line. I just think like Bama's test, like they're like a tested program where like they go on the road and they play home games, like big games all the time, and I can't say the same for Missouri. Props I like in the game. Give me Jam Miller for an anytime touchdown. I like the receiver out of Bama too, Bernard for an anytime touchdown. I would take his yards as well. And then for Mizzou, I would take the running back. I think his name is Hardy. I take him for his yards, and I take him for an anytime touchdown too.
This is a tough game, right? Because I think, like, ultimately, it feels like Alabama kind of found their stride after they, in that game against Georgia. They've been playing pretty well after that, right? It seemed like Simpson is looking all right. It looked like the offense is kind of catching a little bit. I think if Ryan Williams finally wake up and get out of his ass, it'll be even better. But Neither here nor there. Mizzou been kind of. I don't want to say they've been like kind of just like kind of bully ball a little bit, like just kind of like time management. I don't really remember them. Like I mean, the Kansas game, they scored 40, and then when they played South Carolina, that's the game I kind of remembered. It was kind of a close game, like 29-20. Um, I still think they're gonna lose today. I think Alabama has what it takes to get this dub on the road. Um, Give me Ty Simpson, whatever his passing touchdowns is today. Uh, I'm with you with the Hardy and Bernard. Give me Giovanni Bernard for his receiving yards and an anytime touchdown. All right, next game we got on the slate: Indiana versus Oregon. Oregon favored by 7.5. Over under is 52.5. That spread a little closer than I thought they would. You know what I mean? Make that one. But it's probably because Indiana been playing really good football against everybody they play, even though they've technically, to me, only had two worthy opponents so far. You know what I mean? They handled that pretty well, which was Illinois and Iowa, right? That's the last two games they played.
Yeah, I believe so. That sounds right.
That Illinois game was straight belt. That Iowa game was really defensive. I think that game ended up being like a 4 or 5 point game. It was really good. I think this one. You know what? On the side of my love for the game, give me Indiana plus 7.5 today, man. I think they cover the spread. I think Indiana gets a good one in today, man. They cover the spread. They keep it close. That quarterback, what's their quarterback name? Mendoza?
Yeah. It's definitely Mendoza.
Indiana quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, like he's the guy.
Give
He's
me
the
his
guy.
passing yard.
Yeah, I mean he's the guy that's rising up all
Okay,
the
give me
draft
his
boards.
passing yards. Give me more his passing yards on the anytime touchdown. I'm trying to think. That big receiver they got for Indiana, give me him for an anytime touchdown. I think his last name started with an S.
Oh, you talking about Surratt?
Surratt. Yeah, give me him
Surratt
for
or
an
Surratt,
anytime
okay.
touchdown today. And give me that'll be it. That's all. That's all for me.
Yeah, to me, it's an interesting matchup. I mean, for people that haven't watched a lot of Indiana football, I mean, the quarterback playing really good. I mean, he's starting to rise up the draft boards. Like there are people that are willing to take him number one overall because all the other quarterbacks that everybody was hyping up pretty much been looking like dog shit. So I mean, like he's a guy that a lot of people are high on. I mean, like Indiana can score with Oregon. I think that's what you got to look at because I mean both these teams are really explosive and they can score a lot of points. I think Indiana has shown this season versus last that their defense is actually better than it was last year because I mean their defense really wasn't that great. They didn't play a lot of people last year. This year their schedule's a little bit more packed with top 25 teams. But I'm with you, man. Like I actually like the Indiana plus the 7.5. Like I actually like that. I think it's going to be a really close game. Actually, like the over. I like the over too. The over is 54.5. I think that shit's gonna go way over. Because you literally got two explosive teams. And the Oregon and the Indiana defense, like they're both pretty good this year. They're both better than what they were last year, in my opinion. But I do think there's gonna be a good amount of points scored. So what I like Mendoza, the two quarterbacks yards, Mendoza and Moore. Their passing yards. I do like Henby, the running back, to get into the end zone. For the Hoosiers. Also like Hill Jr. for Oregon to get in the end zone. And then also like I think Oregon has a wide receiver named Moore. I think he'll get in the end zone, and I'm with you with Surratt. I think he's going in the end zone. I mean, based upon my anytime touchdown plays, yeah, this is why I'm picking again to go over because I think there's going to be a good amount of touchdowns scored and a good amount of points scored.
So the next game we got, which I really don't want to talk about, but we got to Oklahoma versus Texas. Texas favored by 1.5. The over under is 44.5. I don't know how the hell Texas is favored in this game.
Well, it's a neutral
Really,
site game too, though.
I still don't understand how they favor. They stink. They've been stinking it up all over the place.
Yeah, that's a one way to put it.
And it's like at this point, I thought Oklahoma would have been favored. Maybe Oklahoma isn't playing as good as I would have.
Well,
You
I
know.
think the reason that they're not favored is because their quarterback Mateer, he's actually coming back this week. So I think they don't know how Mateer going to look with the whole broken hand situation. He got surgery on it, so I think that's why.
Okay. Well, I think it's still gonna be a good game. I don't like Texas in this game. I'd like Oklahoma to win this game. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't trust I don't trust that quarterback for Texas, man. I just don't. I'm sorry. Everybody love him because of his name. I just don't think he's played good football yet to me. And I think Oklahoma, this rivalry is gonna make it a difference. Uh, give me Blaylock rushing yards today. Give me Arch Manning rushing yards today. Um, and that's it. That's all I want to say. That's it.
Yeah. For me, so obviously this is a rivalry game. Like there were years that Oklahoma was worse than Texas and they beat Texas. There were years that Texas was worse than OU and they beat OU or whatever. So I mean you got to take that into account for these rivalry games. But I mean kind of with Smitty on this. Like I just the kind of defense that Oklahoma has. To me, Oklahoma got a top 20 defense in the country. And so you've seen what Texas was doing against Florida last week against that defense. And that defense, the Florida defense, don't even give up 20 points a game. Um, and so Texas struggled mightily in that game. Granted, was in the swamp. The swamp's not an easy place to play. I mean, for a lot of teams. And so that was his first SEC road game. This is a neutral. I mean, for those who don't know that the Red River rivalry is in, like it's in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. So it's so it's a neutral site game, if you want to say that. I mean, it's still in Texas. I mean, and I mean like UT it's not like an 8-hour drive from Dallas and like that. It's not that far. Um, but yeah, man, like I mean, I like Oklahoma money line. Like I'm not even gonna just take the plus 1.5 or 2.5 or I mean whatever the line is. I just think their defense is gonna shut down. They're gonna smother that Texas offense. And then unless I mean like Archie Manning has like a come to Jesus, I mean come to God me with I mean Jesus Christ, and he just start playing better. I just don't see it. And I think Vegas is also telling you that because like the line for this game is 44.5. It opened at 42.5, so it went up slightly 2 points. I could be wrong, but I like the under in this game. I think there's going to be a lot of defense play. I think with Mateer coming back, he might be a little rusty, so he might not give you what you've seen him do in like the Michigan game and things like that. So give me the under in that. I'm with Smitty. I mean, give me Archie Manning's rushing yards. I don't trust him as a passer. I also think he's going to rush for a touchdown as well. So I take him for an anytime touchdown. I would take the running back Blaylock for OU for a touchdown. And I would just buyer beware of Mateer. Like I just said, like he's coming back from a hand surgery. So I'm just not sure how good that hand of that wrist is going to be. So I'm gonna stay away from his props and stuff.
Hey Darren, appreciate you, fool. Jude said Nola fans definitely gonna ask who the hell sent their grandpa down to the boot for the Pat Saints game.
I mean,
And this man spent $2 to say, "What's up? Good luck to y'all teams today, except FSU." You nasty as hell for that.
Yo, man, petty as hell, boy. I mean, like Alex is a petty dude, man.
That's crazy. $2. You want it on the screen too. You want them to see your $2. That's what I know you want. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's funny.
Hey, Jude, you nasty for that. That's nasty.
But Nah, man, like just off a Juice comment though, man. There's a lot of Patriot fans down here in NOLA, man. A whole bunch of them, man. I'm walking down the street with my Patriot hat. I'm giving high fives and go past I mean, like half the people in the streets, man. It's crazy.
All right, J man. This for the Rigor Monroe people that's watching. I know they watching too, since it's so much back and forth. KU versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech favored by 14 and a half, over under 59 and a half. You know, it's a lot of people on the timeline, you know, that we listen to spew bullshit, telling us that today KU for the upset. What you think?
I think not. I think what are they crazy? I mean, like KU is over 2 touchdown dogs. And I mean, if you've watched Texas Tech and you watch that defense, and this is kind of like sacrilegious for me to say, but because Texas Tech has not had a good defense in years, like they're more known for offense, but their defense is really good this year. Um, so no, I don't see it happening, man. I see Texas Tech covering the spread, man, because Kansas ain't got no defense, man. Like they literally don't play any defense. Like so, Texas Tech is gonna have no issue scoring points against them. Um, So I mean, for that reason, I mean, so give me Texas Tech minus the 14 and 14 and a half. I do like the over is 59 and a half. Even though Texas Tech's defense is good, I see them scoring a good amount of points, and I also see Kansas is going to score some points against them. I mean, excuse me. I mean, Kansas' offense is pretty good for the most part, so I just don't think that Texas Tech is going to hold them down the whole game. Plays I like in the game. Texas Tech has a running back. His name is Dickey. I'm gonna take him for anytime touchdown. I'm gonna take him for his yards because I mean the Kansas defense is bullshit. Um, I'm gonna take Daniels, a quarterback for Kansas. I'm gonna take him for his passing yards and his touchdowns, passing touchdowns, because I think he's gonna have to throw a lot for them to him to even be in the game. I'll also take their running back Williams for an anytime touchdown as well. Um, and then I like their receiver Henderson Jr. as well for anytime touchdown.
Well, since I don't have to repeat the sentiments of them getting their back blowed out, I'll just add the one thing to your ticket, and I'm gonna take Henderson Jr. His yards today, and give me Morton. Give me his passing yards today. That's it. Pop, you want to touch on that KU Texas Tech game?
Mm, no, I just want to hope. No, I just hope Texas Tech blows Kansas's back out. So there's no sense of happiness for my good brother Steezy. You know.
Appreciate you for watching, Steve. I know y'all the. All right. So we're gonna get into the next game. We got Georgia versus Auburn. Georgia favored by 4.5. Over under is 46.5.
Um, this is always a tough game for us, man. I'm not gonna cap to the people watching. I mean, whenever we got to go to Auburn, man, it just be some crazy stuff going on, like stuff that shouldn't happen. I do think we're gonna win the game. I'm not gonna bet them on the 4.5. I think it's gonna be a really really close game. Um, so I take Georgia money line. The reason I say that is because I mean, surprisingly, I mean our offenses look pretty good. Like we're able to run the football on pretty much anybody. Gunnar Stockton has been really good. I mean, I don't have any complaints about him. He hasn't been turning over the ball too crazy. Knock on wood, because I don't want him doing that tonight. Auburn has a quarterback that I just don't trust. Like I mean he's a good runner, but he can't throw to me. So and it's a shame because Auburn has one of the best duos of wide receivers in the country. So if they actually had someone that could throw the football, they would actually be a really good team. Um, Props I'd like for the game. Give me Gunnar Stockton for an anytime touchdown. I love the kid Bowens, our running back. I love him for an anytime touchdown. Give me Zachariah Branch for an anytime touchdown, and then I'm gonna take Zachariah's yards and receptions as well. Um, for Auburn, I'm gonna take the running back Cobb anytime touchdown. Um, as bad as the cornerback play has been for the Bulldogs, I'm gonna take Singleton Jr. for a touchdown. I mean, even though, like I said, like their quarterback really can't throw that well, but I mean, our cornerback play has been so bad that I think he's gonna get one touchdown. And then give me Jackson Arnold for for an end of time touchdown as well.
All right, this game is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really close game. I think it's gonna be a fight. I don't think. I don't think either team offensively really gonna jump off the board today. I think it's gonna be a real defensive game. I think to me, Stockton and Arnold are kind of limited as quarterbacks in this game. So I'm gonna go with a running back prop. Give me Cobb and Bowens for their rushing yards and a touchdown apiece. Um, that's why I'm at with the game, man. I like Georgia to pull it out. Money line. I don't even trust the 4.5 really because I know how these games go between these two. It can get real competitive and real close down the stretch. So just give me Georgia money line.
I'm gonna go with Auburn today. I think they gonna get the surprise win in this game. I do think it's gonna be really competitive because they usually always are. But I think today Auburn is just gonna have the edge to beat Georgia. Honestly, yeah.
Okay, Georgia going down today.
No, we're not.
All right, so
We're not going down today. Maybe next week, but not this week.
all right, we got a lot of late guy. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna watch all these games. I guess I'm gonna have to split screen the hell out of my TV. All right, so we got Michigan versus number 15, Michigan versus USC. USC favored by 2.5. Over under is 56.5. It's gonna be a good one, bro. This one gonna be a good one. USC favored, so it's really a pick 'em game. Um, to me, I like. Let me see. I think Michigan might pull this one out. Trying to see what props I want on this one. Give me Underwood passing yards today. Uh, I don't know about the passing touchdowns though. Give me the running back Justice. Give me his rushing yards and a touchdown. Give me Jordan for USC rushing yards and a touchdown. The quarterback for USC. Give me his passing yards. And give me what's his first name? Lemon. Makai Lemon. Give me his receiving yards and a touchdown.
What's this? What's this? The Michigan game?
Yeah, Michigan USC.
Um, Hold on. Let me see what this game is. Okay, it's a game on the West Coast because I mean, if this game was in Michigan, I'd give USC no shot in the world. Um, my issue with USC is like I've watched some of their games. They are not able to stop the run. Michigan is a running football team, even though they have one of the top recruits as a freshman playing at quarterback. They're still going to lean on the run. And my concern is like what I seen out of USC in that Illinois game was their inability to stop the run. And so I think if they cannot stop Michigan from running the football, it's going to be a long day for them. Um, so with all that being said, I'm probably going to take Michigan plus the 2.5. Um, I mean, I feel as if Michigan going to win the game, so I'd even go Michigan money line. Honestly, if you want the better odds in terms of, I think if you take the plus 2.5, it's even, so it's like plus 100. But you take the money line, it's plus 120. I like that. I mean, the over under like this game could really it could go either way. It could be a really high scoring game, or there's barely any points scored. So I'll stay away from that. I'm not confident one way or the other. Props like in the game. I mean, give me Justice Hayes, the Michigan running back, for an anytime touchdown. I'll take his yards. For USC, I'll take their running back as well. I think his name is Jordan. I'll take it for an anytime touchdown. And I also think that the USC quarterback will get the ball to Lemon, who's one of the better wide receivers for USC. So I'll take Lemon for his receiving yards and his touchdowns as well.
is a difficult game for me to choose from. It's hard to know like, which defense is going to be able to get that stop. Both these teams can get ran on. I think Michigan is just a little bit better with their defense, but you could pass against that defense successfully. Let me get a slight edge to USC. I think they had a tough week, and I'm looking to see them bounce in this game. So I'm gonna go with USC. The prop shots pretty much agree with. I don't have anything else.
All right, so we got South Carolina versus number 11 LSU. LSU favored by 9.5. Over under is 43.5.
I'm saying this with all bias. About to beat them. We're gonna probably put belt to them. South Carolina should have won that game last year. Shit the bed. My defense is a lot better this year. They've been pretty physical. Only question I have is about Nussmeier. He has not been playing well this season. I think I've stated that on the pod. It's game one against Clemson. Like he has to perform better. A game against Old Miss, he was missing a lot of passes. He just wasn't making the right reads. I don't know. But he has to play better offensively, especially when the defense is giving us extra opportunities. When the defense is giving us extra opportunities on offense. So he has to capitalize on that. And I look for him to do so against South Carolina today.
Go ahead, Nick.
Um, it's interesting, man, because I mean, like y'all know, like I'm down in New Orleans. Like when I'm walking around, man, there's a lot of South Carolina people down here, man. Like there's a lot of them. And I think like Baton Rouge is only like I think Baton Rouge is like an hour and a half from New Orleans or whatever. Um, I mean, I agree with Pop sentiments, man. Like Nussmeier was supposed to be like one of the quarterbacks that was going to go high in the draft, and I mean, I've heard stories about him being hurt and stuff like that. But like, if you're playing, you're playing. So I can't really give him bail on that. I do expect LSU to win this game. I mean, South Carolina has been really inconsistent at best to say it lightly. Sellers has been good some games he hasn't. Um, I just expect that the LSU defense is going to smother that South Carolina offense. I mean, enough for them to pull out the victory. I don't know about the 9.5. Like I teased that down to like 6.5. So if I mean LSU wins by a touchdown, like you won't lose your money. That's probably what I would do. Um, the player props I like in the game. I do like Sellers for his rushing yards. I think LSU is going to flush him out the pocket. He's going to have to run a little bit, so I like that play. Um, I like the LSU running back for an anytime touchdown. Um, I'm going on a limb. I think Nick Harbor is going to score a touchdown for South Carolina. He's the like heralded wide receiver slash tight end dude from South Carolina that a lot of people want to draft because his ceiling is so high. So I'm not sure about his yards, but I think he's going to find a way to get into the end zone.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I think LSU wins this game. SC hasn't really been playing good football. They've been very inconsistent. Lenore Sellers has been as inconsistent as possible. You know what I mean? On top of all the woes they already got. But I do think his rushing yards, like Mick said, will hit. I think Nussmeier might have a bounce back game as far as his performance is gone. As Pop has pointed out, I think you could take his passing yards and passing touchdowns today. But yeah, give me LSU. Maybe even in a landslide, it could get nasty. All right, so we can discuss this ugly ass, nasty ass game, so people can get off my shit. All right. God damn. Thursday night football recap. Eagles 17, Giants 34. The shitty Giants with injured riddle fucking team came in and embarrassed the fuck out of us. We played like dog shit on both sides of the ball. No excuses. Offensive coordinator, quarterback, wide receivers, running backs, offensive line, defensive line. I mean, all across the board, we played like some shit. I don't give a fuck about injuries and none of that shit. It was embarrassing as hell. If a team come in 1-4, you 4-1, you got aspirations to be a playoff team. That game should at least be competitive. We didn't have a chance in that game. I mean, a lot of the time it felt like they had control of the game, even if the game was close. We played with no urgency, bro. That shit was kind of disgusting. I mean, I was embarrassed. Good thing about it is I got drunk. I drank me some cut waters and some tequila. I crashed out for about 32 seconds in a space.
Yeah,
then I took my black ass. Huh?
I said, and we could tell that you was drinking something that night. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Oh, you was in the space?
Yeah. I was just listening, man. I'm
you was in the space when I crashed out?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh man,
it was funny though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta know
that.
that.
You was that too, Pop? Oh
man. Just listening. Yeah,
and
that
you
shit
gotta
was
know
fun.
that whenever there's a crash out space, JMIK gonna be there, man. JMIK always gonna make time for that.
Certified, you made it too, dog. Don't tell me everybody on the pod see me crash out like that. It was crazy. Somebody got to keep the good brother name going now. Yeah.
And we done seen you crash out before, anyways, man. So
it's not the first time.
Yeah, but that one was a little bit over the top, man. That was a little, I don't know. But yeah, y'all go ahead, man. I mean, have fun, Oh, shit.
But like that second half of the game was nasty by the Eagles, man. Like y'all couldn't get anything going. Like for real, y'all had moments, but that pick to flop really sealed the deal for y'all. Like y'all had an opportunity to kind of go up. And Hurts missing AJ Brown breaking open in the end zone. I want to know what he saw that made him go with that read. That Flock was able to get the pick on. But yeah, man, like
it felt like he read cover one and they came in zero. That's what it felt like to me watching the tape again.
That's
he thought that safety was
going
to sit in the middle, and that safety took the tight end.
And I'm gonna be honest with you,
zero,
Smitty.
If it's zero, bro, that shit go to AJ 10 times out of 10, bro.
Every time. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Smitty. Like the one thing I've been questioning about your team is what are y'all trying to do on offense? Because y'all don't seem to know if y'all want to run the ball. Like y'all want to be a run first team. I don't seem to know if y'all want to Jalen Hurts be the leader and then y'all run the ball. Okay, just like y'all don't seem to know what y'all want to do. And game by game, it's like the game plan is getting mixed. Like, I don't know. Y'all don't like to me, y'all don't just seem to have an identity on offense like y'all had here. Y'all was a run first team and Jalen Hurts just needed to do what Jalen Hurts needed to do as a passer. So this season I think the struggles from the offensive coordinator is really what's been plaguing y'all, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Pop, man. It was a nasty game to watch. I mean, from the Eagles' perspective, obviously, if you're talking about from the Giants' perspective, they're happy with the game. I mean, Jackson Dart made a lot of off, platform throws and and plays as well. Like he ran the ball like if he felt the pressure coming, he was out of there. And with with a rookie guy that's only in his second or third start, I mean, that's actually not a bad plan to have your guy like take off like that. I think as time goes on, I don't think that's going to work because teams are going to have the tape and they're going to start game planning for it. They're going to start spying on them. But for right now, that's working for them. So cool, whatever. Yeah, I mean, from the Eagles' perspective, I mean, they were in the game, even though they weren't really playing good in the first half. I think they were only down by 3 points going into the second half or something like that, 3-4 points, something like that. So the game was salvageable, but I mean, to me, once Quignon went out, man, it was a wrap, man, because y'all could not like the corners y'all got behind Quignon are just not really worth a damn, to be honest. I mean, like a Dory Jackson.
Kenny Ringo and Adoree Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
I was listening, JMIK. I was hoping you was gonna avoid the name of these two motherfuckers. But if there's any two cornerbacks worse than these bitches in the NFL, you got to show me. You got to. These motherfuckers couldn't cover my fucking baby nephew.
Yeah, I don't know if there's two worse corners in the league. I mean, there probably are. I mean, I've got a guy named Austin where he's pretty bad too.
I'll take him over both of them niggas.
Nah, I don't think you would, because I mean, he was so bad. He was so bad that we claimed a corner from the Rams off of waivers, like the first waiver wire that was, and that dude is taking his job. That's how bad he was. But yeah, like if y'all don't get Quignon back next week, man, I don't know if y'all gonna beat the Vikings. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the kind of receivers that they have, and I think JJ will be back next week. So that's like an added, like element, to that offense. And then, hopefully Jalen Carter comes back for y'all as well in that game. But yeah, man, it was an ugly game, man. It's one of them games that you just gotta kind of, you watch the tape one time and you just burn you burn that tape, and you're gonna see him in 2 weeks anyways. So you ain't gotta wait that long to get your revenge back on the Giants. But for all the talk about how the Eagles are done and the run is done and all that, bro, it's week 5 and week 6, bro. Like I'm just not doing that. It's one loss. The team is still 4-2. I mean, if they could string together a couple of wins, I think the Eagles would be just back where they was at. They'll be fine. But if this continues and they continue to lose games the way they're looking, then it could be an issue going down the stretch.
Yeah, and just to touch on the Giants side of that game, like Scatterboo, man, that is one speedy bowling ball, bro. Like he's quick, he has the vision, and his ability in the pass game like was there for them. He was outside of Dart, he was the shining star in that game. Defensively, I also liked what the Giants were able to do. I had questions about specifically that secondary for the Giants. Like that has been kind of an up and down position for them, and they played relatively well. And then the adjustments that the defense made in the second half, like they really kind of stood up. There were throws Hurts had that he missed, so I'm like the chemistry kind of seems to be off with him, but he had good chemistry with Goddard, and there's a few plays Smitty made, but yeah, for the Giants to be down like two of their star wide receivers and get the job done against a division opponent that's pretty stout, that was a pretty good performance by them overall.
Oh, and the other thing, I wanted to add one more thing. So in the previous week when they played the Saints, the Giants defensive coordinator didn't really disguise any looks. And like Rattler, when you don't disguise the looks, like Rattler is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. When if he knows what he sees, I don't say one of the better ones, but like I think he's in like the top 15 in terms of defenses that aren't disguised. So Bowen the previous week didn't really disguise his defense. Rattler kind of cooked him. So he came back this week and he disguised his defenses a lot more this week. And it showed success. So it kind of makes you ask the question: what took him so long to just not be giving quarterbacks the pre and the post snap reads as the same? So
Yeah,
that's the question I have. But Giants fans don't really like him anyway. So
we do all this stupid ass silent shit, man. Like, what the hell wrong with Jalen Hurts doing the damn cadence, bro? Like all this silent shit give away the snap every time. When the fucking guard stands up, he's looking back at Jalen, and then he taps the center when it's time to hike the ball. Like, if you go back and watch Jamie, I was watching the All-22, bro. As soon as he slapped the leg, they motherfucking shifting all types of ways.
Yeah,
I gotta stop that shit.
Yeah, like this shit ain't college, man. Like you should not. It's in this MetLife. Like I don't think it was gonna be that loud in there where you.
We've been running silent for 3-4 years.
Yeah, so that's one thing I don't like is when teams try to do that college shit where like, what I mean, like the center or like the guard will like, slap another lineman to hike the ball because it's like you're giving away the snap count. Like that's all you're doing. So,
Shit, silly.
but I mean, like I said, man, it's one game. I mean, some people going off the deep end, some people throwing the Eagles super hard, but it's just like I'm gonna just say one thing, man. Them tables always turn, man. And that's just I mean, for the Eagles fans that was talking shit all this time when they knew they weren't playing good, them tables gonna turn. Just like the people that was trolling them the last couple of days when the Eagles started playing better, them tables gonna turn. So you just gotta be prepared for the troll. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
All right, so we get into this first game. All right, so we got 9:30 football again. Broncos versus Jets. Broncos favored by 6.5. Over under is 43.5.
Man, don't nobody want to see that shit.
Oh, man,
Jets, the Jets fighting for 0-17, bro. Like shit.
Yes, it's gonna be rough for them.
But their schedule is not like inducive of them like winning the game unless they like somehow pull one out next one of these next 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I think they might be able to. I think they play the Panthers coming up soon. I think they might
play Panthers, Bengals, Browns. That's the next 3.
The Bengals, depending on how Joe Flacco looks, possibility.
That's why I said. If they don't pull one out of these next 3, it get real ugly for them then.
I think the Bengals gonna be all right with this move.
You think Joe Flacco band-aids that move?
He gonna get the ball out a whole lot quicker than Jake Browning.
And at least for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks. Jake Browning looked like a damn headlights, man. Like he looked. I thought he was gonna come in and at least balance them out a little bit like he did in what's that 2023? No sir, no sir. That motherfucker looked like a rookie, dog. Like he looked like a day one rookie, dog. Motherfucker out there looking like Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not even gonna say that because some of the day one rookies be looking better than he was.
Yeah, he looked bad, dog.
I mean, I guess I'll go first, man. Yeah, man. I mean, give me Denver minus 6.5. I don't. Denver's starting to kind of. If you've been watching Denver the last couple of weeks, I mean, they've started to turn the corner. The defense starting to play better. Bo Nix is not missing as many throws. The run game looking better. And they're not even utilizing RJ Harvey really. Like they're really utilizing JK mostly. So from what I've seen from them, I think they're starting to turn the corner. I don't. The only way I see this game being close is that Bo Nix has one of his worst games. I mean, that's the only way that I can see this game going the right way. The Jets don't really defend the run that well, so I'd expect JK to go off. I take the 43.5. I take the over because, like I said, the Jets defense has really been giving it up in almost everywhere that you could give it up. So like props, I like give me JK's yards, and give me JK for a touchdown. Give me Bo Nix for 2 passing touchdowns. The wide receiver thing is tough for me, man, because Cortland's gonna be guarded by Sauce. I mean, Sauce will have his good and his bad games. So I'm gonna stay away from Cortland Sutton for a touchdown. Give me Troy Franklin for a touchdown. Give me Justin Fields rushing yards. Give me it's not really a popular opinion, but give me Breece Hall for his rushing yards. And even though the Broncos defense is pretty good, and give me Garrett Wilson for a touchdown too.
Certified, you want to go? All right, I guess I'll go then. Shit, give me the Broncos. The Jets are complete, bro. As a fan, like I would be as far as like you're supposed to be one of the best defenses. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be able to improve, and like JMIK said, I mean they giving it up. I mean outside of the. Never mind. I just looked at the games. Never mind. I thought 34, 30, 29, 27, 37. They giving it up in the bunches. So yeah, let me get the Denver minus the points. Uh yeah, I'll take the over. Uh J.K. Dobbins rushing yards and a touchdown. Sutton receiving yards. Might even take Bo Nix for anytime rushing touchdown.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going with the Broncos, man. Like, I don't know, specifically defensively, I thought the Jets would play better this year, and that hasn't been the case. Um, and I don't know what they really do well on the defensive side of the ball. And then offensively, it is Justin Fields. You know what type of offense they're going to run. So that's pretty easy to defend against. And to be honest, for the Cowboys to do what they did, missing a good majority of their starters on the offensive line, I thought that Jets defense will be able to put up a better effort against those backups. And that just wasn't the case. Dak was pretty much able to just dot that defense up for majority of the game. And I expect that to continue, especially with Bo Nix playing a lot better in the last two games that he's played in. And then, like to the point JMIK said, they're really running the ball with J.K. Dobbins pretty effectively this season. R.J. Harvey has been getting his touches, and but I think he's been the one that's really getting a lot of work in the passing game for the Broncos. So I like that. Uh but yeah, man, I like the Broncos to get this dub. I just don't see where the Jets just do enough as a team to slow down the Broncos.
I want to
Certified
score.
real skip.
I'll say
Oh,
eight, and the Bama's already down 7-0, man.
oh, I was listen, man. I ain't trying to be funny. I don't want to see nobody in a fucking Jets uniform do anything. I don't. Denver is just starting to turn the corner. I don't know if they actually going to turn the corner. They've been playing real sloppy to start the season, so I don't know which Broncos team is going to show up. I don't want to watch this shit. Okay, I'm gonna sleep in. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so the next game we got Browns versus Steelers. Steelers favored by 6.5. Over under is 38 and a half. My God,
Woo
38
boo
and a
boo.
half.
I'll say
38 and a
this.
half.
I watched the second half of that Browns Vikings game. Dylan Gabriel wasn't that bad. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. I like what he was able to do with the offense. But I do think they have to capitalize a lot more with the stops the defense gave them against the Vikings last week. Defensively, the Browns have been a pretty good unit. I think Mason Graham has really came on for them, and to pair him with Miles Garrett on that D line, like that's a pretty good defense. Um, the Steelers have also been playing well the last couple weeks, so I'm gonna take the Steelers to win. I just think it's the more veteran team, and yeah, they're gonna get the dub. But I expect it to be a pretty close game score wise, though.
Let me see. The Browns got a pretty good running back over there. I think his name Junkins or something like
Yeah,
that.
Quinshawn Junkins. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like I've been tracking him, man. His I think he good for anytime. I think he got like one anytime touchdown every game or some shit like that he played.
pretty
I
much.
yeah, I do like that running back situation that they got over there. The offensive line kind of bounced back a little bit from last year. Now they got a Dylan Gabriel. That's my only concern, man. Like, are they gonna load the box and force the young boy to try to, pass the ball or whatever? Um, Pittsburgh, man. I I don't. This ain't the Pittsburgh that I grew up watching, so I'm really not sure. Um, it, everything is just okay over there. Run defense, pass defense, run game, pass game. Everything is just kind of mid over there right now. I'm not really surprised because I wasn't expecting much from Aaron Rodgers. Um, outside of Junkins, man, I ain't got nothing for you, dog.
Um, so when I look at this game, I don't know if this stat is true because I came across it on Twitter the other day. It says something like the last 21 games that the Browns have not won a game in Pittsburgh. I don't know if it could be true because I know the Browns struggle in Pittsburgh, so I'm not gonna just say it's not true, but
The
or
Browns beat them last year in Pittsburgh.
you sure? 'Cause I thought that game was in Cleveland.
I thought that was the snow game. That was in Cleveland.
Yeah, I think that was in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. So I'm gonna lean Pittsburgh minus 6.5. Also like Pittsburgh is coming off the bye, so like they've had a lot of time to prepare for this. And I got an alert that Jalen Ramsey was actually upgraded to questionable, so he's gonna play. Um, Junkins is a guy like I mean like if you watched him last week, like his ability to run the football even with that patchwork offensive line should I mean like that should let Brown fans know at the very least that you got a running back. Now, Dylan Gabriel, for my liking, he sells the ball too much for my liking. And at some point, that's going to come back to bite you because the problem is like you start selling the ball over the middle, like that's going to be a interception. I mean, that's just the way the league works, and that's just what it's going to be. Um, and also like the fact that the Steelers are getting Jalen Warren back. I mean, like I mean, the Steelers are getting a little bit healthier. So yeah, so that's what I would go for in that game. Um, I agree with certified. Like I take Junkins for anytime touchdown. Um, DK Metcalf, I'd probably try to stay away, man, because the Browns got a top five corner in the league over there, man. And he's a physical corner, so he's gonna make it tough on DK. So I probably stay away from that. I think this might be a Jonnu Smith kind of game. So I would take Jonnu for his yards and the receptions. I think Jalen Warren can get in the end zone. I mean, he's really their only running back because they don't trust the boy that they draft out of Iowa. He's kind of in the doghouse a little bit. Um, and the other problem I think Jerry Judy gonna have a better game. So I mean, give me Jerry Judy for his receptions and his yards as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta pick a winner or a loser in this game. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. I think the Steelers will pull off the victory money line. I'm not close. I'm not taking the 6.5. But I do think the Browns rushing game will make this game continue to be close. I'm not sure about Dylan Gabriel yet. I did think he played really well against a defensive coordinator I thought would make difficult for him. Um, we're gonna see in week 2 what the Steelers put out to try to make things a little difficult. That's a good sign. What JMIK just said though about Jalen Ramsey, possibly getting a chance to return in this game. Um, but I do like Quishon Judkins rushing yards. I think DK might have a couple good receptions today, man. Um, I meant tomorrow. Uh, but yeah, give me the Steelers money line. All right, next game we got Chargers versus Dolphins. Chargers favored by 3.5. Over under is 43.5.
mm.
It's a lot of 3-win teams versus 1-win teams in this first slate. Kind of crazy.
Um, I don't even know. I don't even know about this game, man. The Chargers pretty banged up, and uh, I expected McClunky and Herbert to hit the ground running. Not so much so far. I don't know what to expect out of the Chargers, and I don't know what to expect out of Miami. Um, Especially with Tua being down, man. I'm curious to see how that's going to affect the run game. Because Achan he's been kind of like killing it as of late. I don't know, man. This is another one I would stay away from. Honestly, I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. Cause didn't Joe O go on hour this week?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Alt's on IR.
Is it temp or season?
No, it's temporary. It's temporary. He
Okay.
should be back in a couple weeks. I gotta look at the injury report because Trey Pipkins, another starting, I believe it was another starting tackle, he got hurt too. Yeah, the Chargers offensive line is pretty much backups right now. Except I think the center, Brett Bozeman. I think he's the only one that's not hurt at the moment, but he did get banged up against the Commanders. Um, but I agree with Certified. This is kind of a tricky game to call for real. Um, like I know what this Chargers team can do, but when you have an offensive line as hurt as they are, and then your starting running back is out this game, and you have backup running backs that haven't really got a lot of burn, I don't know how that performance is really gonna be. I want to say the Chargers, but honestly, I don't know. I, I can't call it to be honest. Yeah.
I agree with everything that's being said. This is a tough game to call because the Chargers are so banged up. Um, but yet and still, I don't like the Dolphins either. The Dolphins is banged up. Tyreek Hill out for the season with that gruesome injury that he took. Um, I mean, like, Devin Achan is a guy. Like, he's definitely a guy. Like, I mean, he's like every game he plays this season with with the Dolphins, even though they're bad. He's like inching his name into that top 10 running back conversation, man, because he's a really good running back. I mean, he can do it all. He can catch it out the backfield. He can run it either outside of tackles, between the tackles. Um, I'm gonna take the Chargers money line because I did this last week when I said that the Panthers were going to beat them. I don't know how the Dolphins are going to stop the running. Yeah, the Chargers O line is hurt, but you got a play caller for the Chargers that he want to run the ball anyways. And I get it that Omar Hampton is hurt. They put him on IR. He's not going to play, but they got Haskins. That's his backup. Haskins is Harbaugh's guy because that's who his running back was at Michigan when he was a coach there. So I think they're going to lean on Haskins. I think they're going to ask Justin Herbert not just to make plays in the pocket, but to make plays outside the pocket. Um, I mean, they're going to need QJ to play better. QJ did not have one of his better games last week. I mean, I think he fumbled and he dropped the pass, so they're going to need him to step up. In the absence of what three of their offensive tackles being out because Joe, like you said, Joel's on IR. The other one slated towards the ACL, and then the center that was replacing those guys, I think his name is Pipkins. I mean, he's out this game too, so he's hurt as well. Um, so yeah, as far as the props that I like, um, give me Justin Herbert for 2 passing touchdowns. Give me Achan to get into the end zone. I like Waddle getting into the end zone. Um, I'm going to try it again with QJ. I think QJ is good for 50 yards and a touchdown as well. I think this is the game where Ladd, if Ladd does play, I don't think he's hurt or anything, but I'm assuming he's going to play. If he plays, I expect Ladd to have a bounce back game. And when I say bounce back, like I think Ladd could go for 80 and a touchdown because I don't really love the Dolphins secondary at all. Um, oh, and me also give me Tua for a anytime interception as well.
Yeah,
So, oh, go ahead, Pop.
yeah, I just want to say like that, like JMIK's point, that Dolphins run defense is horrendous because they gave up a career rushing yards for Rico Dotto last week. I think he had 200 and something rush yards against that defense. So I do agree that if the Chargers do run the ball, because I believe it's Haskins and Vidal who's been with the Chargers for like 2 years now. I think they can be successful.
Yeah, to check the box score and see that Rico had 200 yards, I was dumbfounded. I was like, this can't be right.
Welcome to the injury bowl, y'all. This is the battle of who got the most injuries on the damn team. The Dolphins got like 10. The Chargers got like 10. These motherfuckers are injured, boy.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
fact.
I think the only difference is I think the Chargers is more interior line type deal, like line issues, and then for the Dolphins it's more like they skill positions. Like this shit is fucked up for them people. But I think the Chargers just got a little bit more on the plate to deal with left. You know what I mean? With Last still being out there, with their running game still being intact. I know it's gonna be a little difficult to run, but I don't think the Dolphins front, front four, front seven, front 50 shit is doing anything right now. How they play, they've been playing really, really bad. So I think what I am gonna take today is Amarion Hampton rushing yards. Um, I think he should have a good game tomorrow versus them. I think A-Chain should probably have a good day. I think his anytime touchdown should hit. And I think Waddle is somebody to keep an eye on for tomorrow's game too. You know, he don't have nobody to throw it to right now. I think Waddle is going to be the recipient of a lot of those passes, heavy target load going into that game. I think you can see him giving it to Waddle a whole lot. So I probably take Waddle targets and receiving yards if I could, to be honest. All right, JMIK, you up? Patriots versus Saints. Oh damn, well you and pop up.
Yeah.
New England favorite by 3.5, over under is 45.5.
Believe it or not, I think it's a tricky spot for my team, to be honest with you. Cause like, I'm not sure. Like, if you watch the Saints, other than one game, they've been a feisty bunch. Like they fight and claw with the Bills. I mean, like they was in that whole game. I mean, to me, I think we mentioned it. I think it was last week or the week before. Like, if it wasn't for questionable play calling in the second half, I mean, they might have gave the Bills a run for their money. And I just think it's tricky. The reason I say it's a tricky spot is because nobody expected us to beat the Bills last night on Sunday Night Football. I mean, like, some of my fan base was out there on Twitter saying he was going to win. And granted, I mean, we're fans of the team. That was one of the few games I went to the game. I was 100% comfortable because I was like, well, you know, if we win, no one's expecting us to win. If we lose, that's what people are expecting. So I went in that game, feet kicked up, and I was cool. And I didn't really stress that game until the end because I was like, oh, we got a chance to win. But yeah, like, I think it's just a tricky spot, man. I mean, like, you get the high of the highs by like beating the Bills. I mean, like, if we didn't beat the Bills, then the Bills is going to run away with the AFC East. So like now we're, like I've been saying all week, we're in their back pocket right now. Like, we're, we're on their hip pocket. Like, it's like when you're driving on the highway and you in the middle lane and you trying to switch lanes, but the car that's on the side of you is right on your hip, and you really can't switch lanes, and then it makes you pissed off. And that's kind of what we're doing to the Bills right now. Is like, like, they want to say the division is over, but it's not, because I mean, we're only one game behind them and we're undefeated in the AFC East. We're 2-0. But yeah, like, it's a tricky spot, man. Like, highs of the highs. I mean, we got to travel down to New Orleans to play the Saints. Typically the Patriots do play better on the road than they do at home, typically, over the last couple of years. That's a fact. But yeah, like, I think if the team thinks that they're going to come into this game and they're going to get an easy win, I don't think this win is going to be easy. I think they're going to have to work for it. They're going to have to play sound football. I don't want to see them fumbling the ball like they did in the Steelers game, or even the Bills game when Mondre fumbled the ball. Like, they gotta solve that. I mean, Antonio Gibson tore his ACL, so he's not going to play. So we got to call up a running back from our practice squad. So like, Mondre got to get it together, and and I mean, Travion Henderson, he got to get it together too, because he's just not playing well. And that's why he's not seeing a lot of snaps. And that's why I get the questions, about Travion and fantasy. Like, the reason why he's not getting the snaps is because he's just not playing well right now. He's not seeing the holes. He has not been good in pass protection. So, he got to work on that. But to say all that, like, I do think the Patriots win the game. Surprisingly, I think this game's gonna go over. Like, I think it's gonna be a pretty high scoring game. I mean, even though the league saw fit to flex the game down from 325 to 12. Which was kind of ruining my brunch plans for tomorrow. I really don't appreciate that. Roger Goodell. I mean, but it is what it is. Um, and then I seen the report that Alvin Kamara is questionable. Like I really do, I really do hope he plays, man, because I actually want to see him in person. Like, I mean, he's a very exciting player. I mean, like in the NFL. So I
You
mean,
don't want to see that nigga, Mick.
uh,
You don't want to see that nigga, dog.
yeah,
That that nigga can potentially fuck your day up, dog. You don't want to see that
I
nigga,
would
dog.
say that. You would say
I
that.
said the same thing, dog, and he don't, man. You don't want to see that nigga,
You,
man.
you would say that, but the Patriots are top five in run defense, and the Patriots have not given up 50 yards or more to a running back this year.
Okay, well, let me shut the fuck up.
so,
I'm crying.
so, but but like props are like for the game. Drake, I think Drake he didn't throw a lot of touchdowns last week, so I'm gonna take him for the 2 touchdowns. Um, but beyond popular belief, I'm not gonna take Diggs for anything in this game. I think Diggs has been really good the last 2 weeks. I think the Saints are going to try to game plan to take him out the game. And so players that I like instead of Diggs, like I like Hunter Henry. I like Hunter to get in the end zone. I like him for 50 yards. I think Butte is going to have a resurgence this game. I mean, if you didn't know, he's from the state of Louisiana, so I think he wants to kind of show off for because I assume his family friends are going to be at the game. So I think he want to show off for them. So I think he's also going to get a touchdown. I'll probably say about 50 yards for him too. And then I think Trayvon gets in the end zone. For the Saints, I think Kamar gets in the end zone. The Patriots' inability to cover running backs and tight ends is going to show its head again. So I like Jawan Johnson to get in the end zone, and then I also like Hill to get in the end zone too.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be really competitive. Um, I like how both teams have been playing. My team, yeah, we only won one game, but we've been in pretty much all our games except one, and I expect that trend to continue. We get Chase Young back. He hasn't played all year. This will be his first game back from dealing with an injury that he got in training camp. Yet one of our starting corners is going to be out, so that's something I'm looking at going into this game to see what the backup does. I'm gonna take the Saints to win. I think we continue on the trend that we've been doing. Like Rattler has been playing pretty well. Um, my starting right guard was out of the game last week against the Giants, but the backup held up pretty good in pass protection. I don't think we gave up any sacks last week. I'm not saying that's going to continue, but I do like the potential that the offensive line can pretty much hold up against the Patriots defense and give Rattler some time. Also, like the fact that Rattler is being very intentional when he does scramble out of the pocket. Um, he seems to be patient, taking what the defense is giving him, something that he really struggled with last year. I expect Kellen Moore to cook up a nice game plan to take advantage of the deficiencies of the Patriots defense. And I do think Taysom Hill being back is a big boost for our offense, specifically in the run game. He's like that extra run that we have. And then he also helps boost the tight end room that we had. Like it was Juwan Johnson and nobody else, to be honest. So having Taysom back is a pretty big boost for us offensively.
So I don't know about this one, but let me backtrack a little bit because last week the New England Patriots, one of my good friends, they did a good thing, okay? Because no, I'm just saying, motherfuckers was talking a lot of shit, then they got slapped up. And then it's, oh, well, we don't have all our guys. Well, shut the fuck up then. You know what I'm saying? Because they said that the New England Patriots was roadkill, that they was going to maul these motherfuckers. Like, it wasn't going to be close. It was very close. And you lost in the end. Okay. You can't count your ducks before they hatch. I'm pretty sure I said that right. But listen, getting back to the game,
I think it's
I,
chicken, but I mean,
would they come in eggs too?
yeah,
Okay, but listen, I now in GIB, I said since like week 2, week 3, Spencer Rattler has been playing great, and fuck you, Wizard Kelly. He gave me a really hard time. about this. Okay, and now everybody want to come around. Ooh, Spencer Rattler, he's playing better. I said that shit already. I like Spencer Rattler, dog. I like his all platform throws. I like how he extend plays. He is protecting the ball. Number one. I think that they got something cooking with him. Get him some reliable wide receivers. Him and Johnson have been connecting. I would like to see him and Olave connect a little more. Um, Come up off Cam Jordan. That's another conversation for another day. But I think this is going to be a low scoring game. To be honest with you, I think that we're really going to see what Spencer Rattler can do because the Patriots are not going to sit there and let Alvin Kamara run all over him if he plays. But if he does play, I already got a sense of how that defense is going to go. But even still, if Kamara plays, I would take his total yards. I would probably go Drake May attempts. Um, I don't really like betting on wide receivers back to back weeks because they get so juiced up and shit. So I would be easy on Stephon Diggs maybe next week, when he comes down to earth a little bit. But I think it'll go under. I'm gonna still go Patriots right now until I know if Kamara's playing or not. But yeah, I like Drake May's attempts and Kamara's total yards. And if you got it to blow, man, put a little do a touchdown parlay. If you do one, put Johnson on it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll add one more thing. Like for Drake, man, I've been taking his rushing yards a lot, but right now he's kind of staying in the pocket and throwing more. So until further notice, I would stay off his rushing yards. Just for for the what the viewers.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take Stephon Diggs again. No cap. I think he's finding his stride. No bullshit, man. Sometimes receivers and quarterbacks they take a moment to get on the same page. I felt like last week was the first time I really seen quarterback to receiver to be on the same page this year with them two. So I'm gonna take Stephon Diggs this week. I don't think he's gonna go as crazy as he did against the Bills, but I do think 70 yards and a touchdown is suffice for what he could do today. I hope Rayshon get benched this game. My dreams will come true.
Wow.
It'll be a successful hate watch for his career. Because if he in the game,
A career hate watch is insane.
It's crazy.
yeah, I want to see him get benched permanently.
And what do he do to you, man?
I actually like the running back you got behind him, and I bet my money on y'all one week. Right?
He on your fantasy team, ain't he?
Hold on. Nah, look. I had bet my money on this team called the Patriots this week, and at the 1 yard line, this nigga named Rayshon. I don't even know who the nigga is. Fumbled just out of nowhere. He gave up the cookies, and then my money got flushed down the drain. So
what he do? Do it again. What he do?
He was on the 1 yard line, and then he was like running in, and then all of a sudden the ball just went like he had a pixel disorder, and he fumbled. You remember that game, JMIK? I mean, I was wondering if you remember.
Yeah, that was definitely that sounded like the Steelers game. That's what it sounded like.
It's been a few games where that dude just money on the line, he getting rocked up, man.
I mean, but the funny thing was if you would have took it for touchdowns last weekend, you'd have cashed that thing out last week though. That's the funny thing.
Yeah. He chose not to fumble last week.
Nah, he definitely fumbled, but I mean, just wasn't on the goal line. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna take the Patriots to win. But I hope Trayshawn get more active in the offense at some point. I think he's the better running back in that backfield. But neither here nor there. I think Alvin Kamara rushing and receiving yards is a hit. And I'm gonna take. You know what? Damn it! I ain't gonna fuck with it this week. I don't know. I ain't gonna play with Gonzo like that. He might do some bullshit. Give me Spencer Rattler.
Gonzo actually questionable tomorrow. I think he's gonna play, but that's what he's listed as.
Yeah, but I was gonna pound on top of Pile, Pile on top of Rashid Shaheed. he had the biggest play last week for the Saints. So I was gonna say take him for a big play, but if Gonzo in, I don't know if he, you know what I mean, what
Yeah,
Gonzo
see,
gonna be
I
at that.
think they're gonna put Gonzo on Olave though, probably.
Yeah, I would say Gonzo will be on Olave. Shaheed probably going against
I mean,
slot
yeah,
corner
yeah,
or
yeah, I'd agree. Like Marcus Jones probably gonna be on Shaheed probably.
Oh
yeah.
well, give me some she for the big play. Whatever his big play, one catch, big play. Give me that.
Okay, there's just a little bit of news I just saw. Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown are out for the Commanders against the Bears
Oh
on
damn!
Monday
Thank you,
night.
Pop.
And
Go bench this nigga.
He's killing my fantasy team.
Damar Hamlin has been placed on IR by the Bills.
I mean, he
Let me go
stinks.
bench this nigga. I'm about to cut Terry, bro. No cap.
Nah, I'm definitely not cutting him from my fantasy team. Definitely ain't doing that. He gonna come back, but it's just
Bro, he killing me right now, bro.
yeah.
My
I
wide
mean,
receiver
I'm
core
still
is
winning my matchups week in, week out without him, but it's just, I mean, it's more challenging. That's all.
yeah, man. All right, let me go
Oh,
bench.
oh, oh, and the Shaheed shit. I completely forgot about Shaheed. Yeah, I would. You know, what I mean, like if you on FanDuel and they allow you to like bet on like the longest catch, his longest catch, his longest catch probably gonna be around 20 yards. I would definitely take that too.
Yeah. All right, so now that I benched that nigga, next game we got
Hold,
Rams
hey,
versus.
hold on for a second, brother. Hey, Pop, how you doing? You good? Everything good?
Yes, I'm doing. Yeah, what is this question, sir? Yeah,
There's
uh-huh.
gotta be some
I,
bullshit.
We're
I'm
good.
just I'm just checking on your well-being, my good sister. That's all. But listen, since I got your attention, let me get Cam Jordan up off you right now, just for the love. Huh?
Listen. So, right now, he
You
got
called him an
so
old ass fuck nigga 2 weeks ago. I'm
I
lying. She
did.
didn't. Well, oh, you did?
It
Okay.
was
Well, I guess I was right.
in my head, but he been doing things. He's been doing a lot of the things that
And
I
that's why I need him in
didn't.
my life right now. Okay.
I
I
need
need a
him
defensive end.
in
What y'all
my
want?
nothing. I want him to stay here. He can't. He listen. I
I
don't.
can't
I,
never
I,
have
I don't
shit.
listen. I don't want him to leave. I mean, I want him to leave, but retire. Like I don't want him
Y'all
to
trade with
play.
Smitty all the motherfucking time. Trade with me for once.
No,
No,
Some bullshit. I don't never ask for nothing.
I'm over here dying laughing.
this is funny as hell.
Hey man.
no.
Oh
That
man.
man got what? I think 2 sacks so far. Listen, I need that.
I mean, that's understandable.
All right, so we got Rams versus Ravens. Rams favored by 7.5. Over under is 45.5. No Lamar Jackson again. Cooper
Mm,
Rush. Give me the Rams.
I don't know, dog. I don't
Cooper
know.
Rush is Cooper
It,
Rush
it
Bad
is
man.
horrible, bro.
The Eagles not good last
it's
week.
supposed to be raining all day tomorrow in Baltimore.
Yeah, Cooper
So that
Rush probably can't
means
even hand that bitch off right.
so that means they either gonna have to lean on Stafford, and he probably gonna put that ball in jeopardy, or they gonna have to lean on Fumble Boy, Kyron Williams. Um,
I mean, he a
I
fumble
just
boy though. That's
somebody gonna have to lose two in a row, man. And I don't know, dog. I just I'm a little weary about just crowning the Rams already. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still an NFL team on the other side. They did the same shit last week. Like the commentators and said that the 49ers didn't have a fucking chance at all. You know, but I think it's gonna be a sloppy game. I think it's probably gonna go over. Um, I think Derrick Henry is going to bounce back. I will say I am leaning towards the Rams, but I I would probably put Stafford anytime pick on my ticket. Um, I also put Kyron Williams anytime touchdown. Nakua's targets has been hitting like fish grease. Um, And I think Derrick Henry bounced back, man. They don't have a choice. They have to establish the run. They have to.
So
But
you
I mean,
take the
don't
Derrick Henry anytime fumble?
know that though. Like the Rams know they got to establish the run, so won't the Rams just load up the box?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh no,
And what
Jesus
you watching
Christ!
like
I'm
a
sorry.
game or something?
No, I'm outside. My eighth almost blew away. Oh
Oh,
man, I would have been so upset. I would have been so upset.
um, yeah. Let me touch on this game. I mean, I got the Rams, man. I don't like. I said it earlier in the week, man. The Ravens are built around Lamar Jackson, especially on offense, and when he's not there, I mean, I hate to say, but like the Ravens fans were right. Like that offense built around him. Like it's built for his strengths. And as you saw against the Texans, when he wasn't there, boy, that was it was a shit show.
It
Um,
surely was.
and I don't see anything different. I think like Roquan is still out this game. Mawuzie is still out. I think one of their wide receivers, Tez Walker, he's out. Um, I think Emory Jones is still out. I think he's still out on IR as well. But I think they're getting Kyle, like they're getting a couple guys, but they're getting Kyle Hamilton back. They're getting Marlowe back. So they're getting a couple guys. But that's not going to be enough. Their defense is playing like ass anyways. I don't see how they're going to stop Puka and Devontae with that secondary they have, and they don't really have a pass rush. So I like Puka for 100 yards. I'm gonna just be frank about it. I like him for 100 and a touchdown. I like Devontae for 50 yards and a touchdown. Um, I think the coach really trusts Kyron, even though I do not share that sentiment. Like I share that sentiment with my own running back, with wonder how he be fumbling the ball. It's kind of the same with him, but I still think they're going to give him the ball. I still think he's going to get
Oh yeah,
about
for
40
sure.
yards. Yeah, 50, 60 yards. I do think Kyron's going to get in the end zone as well. The Ravens, I will take Derrick Henry's props though. I think, like I said earlier, I think they're going to load up the box, but sometimes it don't matter with Derrick Henry. Like if you get a little bit of blocking, I mean, he could take one to the house, and if you're betting on his yards and touchdowns, that's all you really need. So I'm going to take Derrick Henry for about 70 yards and a touchdown. Um, and I'll take Zay. I mean, Zay's going to get open against that secondary, so I'll take Zay for about 50 yards too.
Pop.
My fault. What matchup is this?
That's the Rams.
Ravens Rams.
Oh, Puka Nakua about to do some filthy things to that defense. Like, ooh, the way the Texans was able to get off on them, like I expected it, but not like that. And I thought um they would be able to establish the run a lot better last week, the Ravens, and they just really didn't. For them to win this game, they got to get Derrick Henry going to take the pressure off Cooper Rush from having to carry that offense. Um, and defensively, I just don't know where the adjustments are going to be made. They have a lot of injuries, but I just think it's personnel and scheme is just not working for them. It's not clicking, and it hasn't been. Um, yeah, I like the Rams to just handily win this game. I don't know if the Ravens are even going to be in it come halftime. Like that's just how poor the team has just been performing, and going. They'll be what 1-5 going into their bye. There's a lot of things that's going to have to happen during that for them to right this ship. It's getting kind of spooky for them.
All right. So we have Cardinals versus Colts. Colts favored by 6.5, over under 47.5. Give me the Colts in this game. The
Yeah.
Colts have been playing some of the best football I've seen them play in a long time. They are very competitive in all their games. Daniel Jones is playing exactly how Shane Steichen need him to in that offense. The defense is playing complementary, and right now the Cardinals are fumbling and bumbling all over the place trying to find a rhythm between quarterback receivers. I think I think they're just trying to find footing. In the run game also. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, going into last week, Kyler Murray was their leading rusher. I don't know if he's still their leading rusher after that game. But he was the leading rusher going into that game. So I'm gonna take the Colts. Give me Daniel Jones passing yards, Jonathan Taylor rushing yards in the anytime touchdown. Give me Kyler Murray rushing yards. Uh, Give me Tyler Warren receiving yards.
I mean, I gotta go next. I mean, I gotta apologize to the viewers for the blasphemy that I said last week that the Raiders were going to cover that spread because that just did not happen. So I apologize for that. And with the news of that, I'm taking the Colts minus 6.5. I mean, until I see the Colts play bad, like they're literally playing the best football in the NFL. And you can go argue with your mom or somebody else, but you ain't about to argue with me. It's just their defense is playing complementary to their offense. Jonathan Taylor at this point cannot be stopped. Yeah, I think it's going to get dark for the Cardinals pretty quickly in this game. So I mean, I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor for 100 in the touchdown. I'm going to take Tyler Warren for a touchdown. Give me Tyler for like 14. I also think Daniel Jones throws for 2 touchdowns in this game. Give me Kyler Murray for an anytime interception if he plays because I've heard he's questionable, so there's a chance that he might not go. Quiet is kept. Marvin Harrison is starting to turn it around. He's actually having a really good season. So I mean, I would take Marvin for 50 yards and a touchdown as well. And I would completely stay away from the Arizona running back situation. I think they have Michael Smith. I think not Michael Smith, but Michael Carter. He's playing. I think he's the old running back from the Jets. So he played not that bad last week, but I don't trust that position for them right now because they've had so many injuries to that one position. So
God damn it! Who are we talking about?
Cardinals and
Colts,
Colts.
Yeah,
Colts, Cardinals. Yeah.
yeah. My bad. My bad. Um. Uh. The Cardinals are a bad football team right now. On and off the field. The coaching staff is failing the players. Some of the players seem to quit in moments. I will, JMIK, I agree with JMIK. Marvin Harrison is starting to play better. Um, I expected more from Trey McBride. He has a few uncharacteristic drops. I know he dropped one in the end zone like 2 weeks ago, but a week after we played him. So maybe it was like 3 weeks ago. A few first downs. I don't know what's going on with Trey McBride. He's definitely getting his targets. That run situation is awful. Trey Benson has not translated from college to the pros at all. And with John Connors out, it's pretty bad over there outside of Kyler. I don't know if he is still their leading rusher, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really don't like. I haven't been tracking them that close, but I really don't like any props with Carolina. I mean, with Arizona. Not even Kyler's like rushing yards or his rushing attempts, because that's not even a guarantee. But God damn it, the Colts, man. I don't feel like the Colts are doing anything spectacular. They're just not making mistakes, and it's just basic: run the ball, stop the run. Um, it's real simple, and they're really good at it. Prize Picks got Jonathan at like 1.5 touchdowns. I'm not taking that. But I will take his total yards. And Daniel Jones, his attempts, believe it or not, he's been hitting his attempts. Um, like I say, I don't really track Indianapolis like that outside of Jonathan Taylor and the quarterback. So that's about it for me. But I feel like they're definitely going to cover.
Yeah, I like the Colts to get the dub. The Cardinals are kind of floundering on offense right now. I think Kyler and Marvin Harrison had a better connection last week against the Titans. So hopefully they can build on that. But just running the ball, they haven't been able to do that effectively since Connor has gone down. I think Trey Benson is also out for them. So they're down to DeMarcado and Carter, who were okay for the most part, but DeMarcado did a critical mistake that cost the Cardinals a touchdown that I think would have allowed them to win that game against the Titans last week. So we'll see what the coaching staff does with him. But the Colts, they've been a feisty team all year, man. Like that defense has been pretty good. Offensively, they've been good. Daniel Jones has performed a lot better than I thought he would so far. Jonathan Taylor, he's just building on the year that he had last year. He's just continuing that going on. I do want to add a prop. Michael Pittman's receiving yards. He's been kind of steadily hitting his line. Like his connection with Daniel Jones has been getting better and better each game. So look at either his receiving yards or his receptions, depending on the line. I'll take it. But yeah, I like the Colts to continue this winning that they've been doing so far.
All right, hold on. The next game. Seahawks versus Jags. Seahawks favored by 1.5. Over under is 47.5.
Where is this game?
It's in
In
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville.
Oh, I thought it was in Seattle. Okay.
but I don't think it matters where this game is. To be honest with you, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, dog.
Because the reason I say that is because I think the Jaguars are just like the Patriots, right? The Jaguars have not beaten the Chiefs in a couple of years, right? They was on Monday Night Football, a game that a lot of people think that they might not should have won because like certain things had to go their way for that game for them to win that game, and it happened and they won. And so they come off the high of beating the Chiefs, and now you got to come back and play another game the very next week on a short week. And the Seahawks, man, Seahawks is a good football team, man. Like I didn't
Yeah.
believe in them to start the season, but like what I've seen from them in the last few weeks, that's a football team right there, man. Like
Yeah.
when you play them, the thing is you have to beat them. Like they're not going to beat themselves. They're not going to make a lot of errors. You will have to go in there and beat them. And I just think if you look at the Jaguars games, the Jaguars I think they've caused the most turnovers in the NFL. I think they've leading up to the Chiefs game, they've caused 3 turnovers in every game at least. And I just don't like in the turnover thing for me is kind of scary because there's going to be a point where you have a game where you don't turn the opponent over. And what happens in those games? Are you still going to win those games? And so I actually like Seattle in this game. I think JSN is going to cook them. To be honest with you, like I like JSN for like 80 yards and a touchdown. I think he's about to, have a really good game. My only question is can Seattle shut down Travis Etienne? If they can, not even just shut him down, but if you could slow him down and put the game on Trevor Lawrence's shoulders, that to me can be a recipe for success to me. Other props I like in the game besides the JSN prop. I like Kenny Walker for a touchdown. I like Travis Etienne to get in the end zone. And Brian Thomas actually is showing signs of life. He had a pretty good game against the Chiefs. I think he's going to continue that this week.
Yeah.
I'd probably take him for like maybe like five receptions, 70 yards, something like that.
Certified, you going? Thought you was going. You was on. Okay. You took who, JMIK?
I took the Seahawks. And because Vegas also telling you that, like a team that just beat the Chiefs that's 4-1 playing at home, they wouldn't be dogs in the game. That's just
yeah.
I I feel like playing in Seattle is part of the scouting report. The crowd noise is definitely um, a factor in these games. So if they were playing in Seattle, I was going to go Seattle, but they playing in Jacksonville. I think the margin of victory will be a little more. Um, I got the Jaguars are sniffing out the ball, man. I think they've had three turnovers in every game. It was a few games they had more than three, but they've had at least three in every game this season. I can see them forcing an interception on Sam Donald. The way that they flying around, they kind of connected right now. They got a good rotation up front too. Um, uh, Jacksonville is kind of playing like I expected the Texans to be playing. Um, they're a really good football team. Um, I ain't even gonna lie, they got good. They got a pretty good squad. Um, but Seattle ain't no slouch though. I said, when Rome was on, I said I think I see what they doing, man, and I really don't like it. But like they running the shit out of that outside zone, man. Like they stretch, and then Sherbonnet cuts it back on one, and boom, there goes 20 or 30. And then Buddy, he's been pretty healthy this season as well. His numbers are pretty good actually. Um, I keep forgetting his fucking name. The running back from the Seattle, the starter.
Walker.
Yeah, Walker. Um, his numbers are pretty good, man. Like when he's healthy, he's pretty consistent. But in this one, man, I'm gonna go ETN. Like he's playing out of his mind right now, like at an all pro level. Um, Bijan and Jonathan, they are playing pretty fucking good football from the running back position. So I will probably, I don't know, man. I'm a little iffy on the touchdowns and shit, especially when quarterbacks got options. But I'll take Etienne's like his total yards and his targets. Um, Trevor Lawrence, I'm not sure as long as it's not more than like 260. Actually about 250, 248. As long as it's not more than 248, I'm cool with that with Trevor. I do think that Sam Darnold throws a pick in this game. That's going to be one of the turnovers that they get. But Walker and Chauvenet, I think I know I fucked his name up. They,
Charbonnet. That's all.
Charbonnet, yeah. I would concentrate on their props. And JSN, man, this motherfucker might be the best wide receiver in the league right now at this stage in the season. This motherfucker's pretty fucking good. Um, I was absolutely wrong on JSN. I look like an idiot right now. But yeah, his catches, yards, targets, longest reception, um, whatever you're comfortable with. But I got the Jaguars covering. I even double digit.
Did Pop go?
I don't think
Um,
so.
nah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna take the Seahawks to win. Uh, I like offensively what they've been able to do. That game against the Bucks last week, ooh, that was a pretty good game. That was a back and forth game, but I do think there was a critical mistake that Darnold made, which allowed the Bucks to get that turnover for them to get the walk off field goal. Defensively, I think they'll play a little bit better. Um, Offensively with the Jags, I think Hunter is starting to come on a lot more for them. in the past game, and he had pretty good snaps on the defensive side of the ball against the Chiefs as well. Um, yeah, I like the Seahawks to win this game. I do think it's gonna be very competitive because that Jags team is a pretty physical unit. So I expect it to be a very competitive game, but I like the Seahawks to get the dub.
Uh, okay. Something telling me to take the Jags, but I'm scared, bro. It's a up and down. I'm gonna take the Jazz, man. I think that turnover differential they got in the last few weeks is gonna come in to help them in this game. I don't know if it's gonna be, how they played, the Chiefs or whatever, but I do think like their ability to make the other team kind of turn the ball over or kind of make them play their game has been working for them. So right now, I think the Jazz got enough to pull this one off. Um, I think Travis Hunter goes for another like 60 or 70 yards in this game. BTJ for an anytime touchdown. Um, JSN receiving yards and a touchdown. Uh, yeah. So the next game we got up Cowboys versus Panthers. Cowboys favored by 3.5. Over under is 49.5. I ain't gonna lie. I want the Panthers to win this game. And yeah, it is hate. Yeah, it's damn hate. You hear me? You hear me? I want them to win this game. And I think with isn't Coker back?
I believe he's supposed to be. I think.
I think with their ability to just, be multiple on offense, with the running game behind, um, Rico Dotto right now. I think Chet McMillan it creates a mismatch on that offensive side. If Bryce can have one of his games, I think this one should be a very close game. Dak Prescott, give me his passing yards though. Give me George Pickens receiving yards and a touchdown. Give me Javante Williams for a rushing touchdown. Give me Ted McMillan for his receiving yards and his first touchdown. Um, and give me Jalen Coker for the biggest play of the day if he play. And give me the Panthers plus 3.5. Let's go.
I so I think this game is tough too because the Cowboys still got a lot of injuries. I think what Booker's out for this game. Their other guard, Tyler Smith, I think he's questionable. Um, on both sides, man, this is like a revenge game. Like if I think Mingo was on IR to return as well as Coker. I mean, so for Mingo and Rico on both sides, it's a sort of a revenge game. I think Rico has a better chance to take advantage of the revenge factor than Mingo because I don't really think Mingo's that good to begin with. Um, I also don't think I mean like the Dallas run defense ain't it's not the stoutest, but they're not giving Rico 200 yards either. Yeah, that's just not happening again in this game, this particular game. Um, I don't know if I can pick a winner this game. Like this is a tough one. I rolled with the Panthers last week. I mean, I could roll with them on like a plus 3.5, I guess, something like that. But I wouldn't put no money behind that because I feel like this game would go any way pretty much. Um, I do like Rico Dowdle for a touchdown. I mean, I like him for about 50, 60 yards. I agree with Smitty. Like I like Ted. I think Ted finally gets in the end zone because I don't think he's caught a touchdown yet. And a lot of these rookie skill position guys in this draft that we just had, a lot of these guys are starting to score touchdowns. So I think it's McMillan's time to do that. On the Cowboys side, I would take Dak for his passing yards. I mean, I think he's going to run for a good amount of yards. I also think Williams, the Dallas running back, I think he's going to get in the end zone. I don't think he got in the end zone last week, but I do see that he almost did against the Jets last week, but before the half. So I think he's getting in the end zone. I think he's getting about 60 yards rushing. I think Pickens has a capability of having a huge day. I get it. J.C. Horn is a really good corner. But even when George Pickens isn't open, he's open. And if you know, you know. So I think George is going to have a touchdown. I think George is going to have about 60 yards receiving as well.
This is Cowboys Panthers, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Cowboys to win just because I like the offensive matchup that the Cowboys have against that Panthers defense. George Pickens and Dak Prescott's connection is getting better with each game. Javante Williams was a great signing for them. I was kind of concerned before the season started, like, will he look like how he looked when he was with Denver um before the injury? And he's not quite back like that, and I don't think he will be, but he's been really effective for them in the run game. Also, Jaden Blue is going to get a lot more burn because Miles Sanders, I believe he might be out for the year. So the
Yeah,
rookie,
yeah, they put him on IR, and it's not the kind where you can return from. I think he's done.
yeah, so Jaden Blue, I look to see him getting some more burn, and I think that would be a boost to give Javante a spell, so you don't wear him down. And also the tight ends and the wide receivers 2 and 3 for the Cowboys. Ooh, that was a great pass. For the Cowboys have really kind of turned it up a notch, and I expect that to continue defensively. I think that the Panthers will be able to run on the Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't really been consistent when being able to stop the run. But I do think that they'll be able to take advantage of the kind of porous passing game that the Panthers have. Tech, he's been solid, but not really productive, and they really haven't gotten any other production outside of Tech consistently so far. I expect that trend to continue. So yeah, I like the Cowboys.
And I see and the Smitty's on that full head watch this weekend.
What you mean, bro?
Cheering for the Panthers, and then you cheering for or and we ain't got to the other
Yeah, we ain't even got there yet. You can't.
yeah, man, I know who you picking in that. Come on, bro. I already know who you picking in that game.
What you mean, bro?
All right. And we'll wait and see who you pick.
Oh man, if you only watch my Thursday show before we even played, bro, that shit crazy.
And you
I'm
was
gonna
probably
keep my
doing me on the
pick
hate
too,
watch then too.
huh?
And you was probably making your and hate watch picks then too, probably. I mean, probably shit ain't changed.
Hey, sir, you going? Cowboys, Panthers?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about either one of these teams. Um, I think the only Dallas game that I've seen was the one versus Philly. And they didn't look good. But apparently, and Dak Prescott is playing very, very well. I haven't even taken time to watch, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about this game, but I'll tune in though.
All right, well
I'll
then I
check them
guess
out.
let's get to the next one too then, because it's Titans versus Raiders. Raiders, man,
Oh man,
Boy, that is
bruh,
a game, boy.
I don't care, dog. I don't care. Go ahead. I do not care.
Raiders favored by 4.5. Over under is 41 and a half. Oh my God! Can
That's
Genty and Bowers get going this week, please?
nah. Bowers is he been ruled out already.
God damn, he ruining my fantasy team, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's been a season with a lot of injuries. I mean across teams too. It's not just with.
I got him on one team. I got Genty on the other one. Oh my God!
Jeez. I mean, I'll go first. I mean, this is a game that I don't think a lot of people are going to watch because the other 4 o'clock games are better. I mean, you got Bucks Niners, which everybody probably going to watch, and Packers Bengals. I don't know, man. I think the Titans got bailed out of it. They got gifted a win last week with the Cardinals. They a game they had no business winning. I do think the Raiders are a better football team. I think they have more talent. I mean, Bauer's not playing does make a difference. But I'll still go with the Raiders money line, man. Like, because I just think they have better pieces. And I just think they'll figure it out. Props that I like. Give me Tony Pollard for a touchdown. I mean, Calvin really played better last week, so I mean, give me Calvin for about 50 yards. On the Raiders side, I'm gonna take take him for his rushing yards. Then they're gonna try to include him in the pass game, knowing that Bowers is not gonna play. So I'll take Genty's receiving yards as well. Genty getting in the end zone, and let me get a Jacoby Myers for about 50 yards. I mean, I'm gonna stay prop light on this game because this game is a trash game.
All right, I'll go. I guess. I think the Titans should, just like Mick said, should still not have any wins. Uh, and I mean, even though the Raiders are struggling as a team, I think they're still better than the Titans ultimately. But I am going to take the under on that 41 and a half. Give me the Raiders money line. I think Genty should have a nice rushing day. So give me Genty rushing yards. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it. I ain't gonna mess with too much. I hope Jacoby Myers, have a good day, but he been sluggish since the season started a little bit for
And
me.
that's a fact.
All right. That game gonna be so dry.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good game at all.
Tennessee money line plus 200.
I mean, it's a worth a little $5, $10 play though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, did you see what Cincinnati is plus money line?
Isn't it like plus 400 or something, 500, something like that?
Plus 8.
Damn, 8. Oh shit! I
I
didn't
mean,
realize they were. I didn't realize they was 14 and a half point dogs. I said that not knowing that. Yo, that's crazy.
that shit gonna be ugly.
Yo,
Oh man, I can't wait to
I
watch
didn't
that game.
realize it was 2 touchdowns. Why the hell are they 2 touchdown dogs? It
I
wasn't
guess they
because
say
Joe
them boys
Flacco.
on the revenge tour, man.
I don't get that though. They ain't got no major injuries though. Got a bunch of questionable niggas, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
might take it. I don't know. I might take the Bengals plus that 14 and a half, boy.
Man, that's actually
All
not a
right,
bad.
pop it. I mean, pop. You wanna? What pop it? Shit, listen. God damn it.
Uh, well,
There
I
she go.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if you want to talk about this game or not, but and go ahead and knock yourself out.
What game?
Was it the Titans and the Raiders? You want to knock yourself out? I mean, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey man, listen, both these teams some butt, bruh. Like the Titans, they did get a dub against the Cardinals. But man, like Cam Ward, he been playing well. Geno Smith has been averaging 1.5 interceptions so far this season, bro. He turning that ball over. Um, Listen, I think the best thing about both teams, the Raiders, has been Genty, and for the Titans, it's been Cam Ward. Man, the team that's gonna win is the team that scored them that turns the ball over less. That's what it is. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna take the Titans because Geno Smith, he giving up 2 interceptions a game, bro. Like I think one game he had three of them. Like, and that's not anything good enough to sustain any to create any type of winning environment in the NFL, to be honest, when you're having that type of turnover margin. So yeah, I like the Titans to get their second win this season.
All right, what's the next game on the slate? It is. Oh, Here you go, sir. 49ers versus Bucks. Bucks favored by 3.5. Over under is 47.5.
Um, I think we're gonna pull out the dub. I do. Um, we kind of banged up. We got a few people back. Some D linemen, which is good because we was kind of thin there. Thank God for the depth that we have that held it down, especially since Bosa went out. But um, I think we get a pick this week. Uh, Baker is down his top three weapons, including his running back. Uh, it, him and Baker and Auden really haven't been clicking this year. I had drafted him, but then I cut him early, thank God. But yeah, um, I think Baker is going to hit his attempts. He'll probably hit his yards. I think his touchdowns are 1.5. He'll probably hit that. Th- j- they're probably going to score their touchdowns passing, especially with their I think both of their one and two for that running back is out this game. Um, I just think Baker's going to throw a lot. Baker's having a good year, man. So if they're throwing a lot, he's probably going to hit his props. Um, especially if it's 1.2 on the touchdowns. He's definitely going to. I think he's going to score two touchdowns. I think he's going to give a pick though. CMC's what's that? Total yards. I think that has hit like 6 weeks. He hasn't not hit on that. Um, I think he should get in the end zone as well. Juan Jennings is back. So I don't know how that's going to go because he kind of got into a nice little groove with Kendrick Bourne. Um, we have been passing. We're actually a really good passing team. I think we're like fourth in passing yards in the league. I'll probably say Mac Jones is going to get his targets as well. I mean, not his targets, but his attempts. Um, I'll take the 1.5 for his touchdowns as well. But I got I got his bot. Yeah, I think we're gonna win. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think even with the injuries the 49ers have had, they've been playing pretty good ball. Um, I like that game that they had against the Rams a couple weeks ago. I thought that was a really good showing. What's going on over there, Smith? Um,
Oh, man.
yeah,
I got my nephew. He came in here hitting me and shit. You hear her clapping?
yeah, the Bucks, they've been dealing with their fair share of injuries, but I just this 49ers team been rolling, man, and I like that to continue. I think it'll be a good game, but yeah, I like them to kind of rock out. I want to see how Kendrick Bourne performs in this game too, because I like that showing he had. I think he could potentially build upon that for the 49ers.
I mean, you want to talk about a game of the walking and the wounded? Like both these teams, like Brock Purdy not playing, Pearsall not playing, Chris Godwin not playing, Mike Evans not playing, Bucky Irvin not playing. Like it's a battle of the walking and the wounded. Um, it's just an important game for both teams. Both teams are 4-1 in the NFC. Like this game could have playoff implications in terms of what the, what I mean, the seeding, seeding and stuff. So like the game is going to be tough. I just think at some point Mac Jones is. I'm not gonna say he's gonna show himself, but the problem with Mac Jones is if you ever get him under pressure, constant pressure, that's when that's when he can make mistakes. I don't know if that's gonna be this game because I mean how injured the Bucks are. But that's just something to look forward. Going down the road until Brock comes back. But I actually think the 49ers are doing a smart thing. Why not? If you're winning games, just keep riding. Keep going with Mac Jones until y'all start losing games and until Brock Purdy can get 100% healthy. Like I don't see an issue with that. But like I said, I'll take the Bucs money line. I think it's a tough game to call. I think it can go either way. I think whoever turns over the ball more is going to win this. Whoever turns over the ball less is going to win this game. Props I like. Running against the Buccaneers is kind of tough business at times. But I do like McCaffrey's receiving. I'll take his receiving yards. I'll take McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Judging that Ricky Pearsall is out, I think Kendrick Bourne is going to have to step up again. So I'll take Kendrick for about 50 yards. On the other side for the Buccaneers, I'll take Baker's passing yards. Take Baker for 2. I'll take Amika for 70 yards and a touchdown. And I'll take Rashard White for a touchdown. The Buccaneers, whoever their running back is, they're going to give the guy the ball on the goal line. So I just don't see that changing with White and being in the game.
Hey, yeah, Pop. He was laying here asleep the whole time. He just woke up and started smacking me with the teddy bear, bro, across the head. Then he started clapping. So you happy you with me? That's crazy.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I said, dang. Look, I mute. He trying to press the button to unmute while he then start back clapping. Bro, get out of here. Nah, but Bucks versus 49ers. This is gonna be a good game, man. I think this is probably the best game of that 4:00 slate. Oh man, I think Emeka. Shit, that boy baller. I ain't gonna need count. That's gonna be a challenge for them to stop Emeka in this game. So I'm taking him for his yards and a touchdown. I agree with JMIK, 49ers running back, whoever it is. I'm definitely taking them on the goal line because they are going to get a touchdown for sure. Shit. Should I take Mac Jones for an interception? Oh, no. Feel like it.
For me, the Buccaneers secondary it's not the strength of their defense. So that's going to be tough.
But Mac Jones will give it up, though.
He hasn't thus far. I mean, in the Rams, there was one throw that could have been intercepted, but he hasn't been turning over the ball crazy. So
I think he only got one turnover so far.
Yeah,
Mac Jones been playing pretty efficiently, honestly.
Yeah, and I don't think it was a pick either. I think it was a fumble. I think. So I don't know. You're gonna bet that. I think they're gonna take it by.
Maybe CFC give me him for his first rushing touchdown. And maybe Rashard White for a rushing touchdown. As a winner, though, I'm gonna just go with Baker since in this game. I guess Baker will pull it out. I don't know how, but he will. Even though I don't like the Bucks and I want them to lose, but they're not a part of the hate watch, I guess. They're not part of the fucking hate watch, I guess.
We don't beat.
All right, here we go.
This out. Huh? We beat Baker 3 times already. I just want to let y'all know that in a row. Last 3 years we beat Baker.
Yeah, I just think it's a tough game to call. I think it's going to come down to the end, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all on either side. I just think both teams are banged up. Both teams are good. Both teams have kind of overcome the injuries that they have, and they're still winning games. So,
all right, here goes the potential blowout according to Vegas. Bengals versus Packers. Packers favor about 14.5. Over under is 44.5. I don't know, man. That's tricky. I want to take that 14.5 though, low key.
Yeah, I don't get the 14.5 in this game. I don't understand it.
Are the Bengals that bad?
That's what Vegas is telling me.
I'm gonna say Green Bay money line though. I think they will overpower the Bengals at some point in this game. I don't know if they win by 14.5. But I am gonna take the money line. I think the Bengals without Joe Burrow with Joe Flacco, I still don't think they have enough offensive power to really supersede the Packers. I think the Packers kind of when they get rolling, you see it. They can play all over the field. They can be multiple in every phase. And I think that offensive line is going to give the Packers what they want in that pass rush. So I'm gonna take the Packers money line. Give me Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown. Give me matter of fact, give me your boy for two passing touchdowns. I think
Well,
uh
Flacco
no, hell
or
no.
Love.
Love. Give me Jordan Love for two passing touchdowns. Give me Jamar Chase for anytime. I think Joe Flacco will throw a touchdown at least.
Oh, yeah, I go next. People watch the pod and hear me say this shit all the time, man. I do not like big point spreads. And every time we've gotten one this season, the favorite with the big point spread has not covered it. I mean, at all. Maybe with the exception of the Ravens Browns game, but outside of that, it has not been covered. So I'm gonna take Bengals plus the 14 and a half. I don't think the Bengals are 14 points worse than the Packers. I get it's in Green Bay, but I think you got to take consideration. Joe Flacco has played this team already. So I mean, Joe Flacco is familiar with the defense, but you could also say the Packers are familiar with Joe Flacco because they played against him. So, but give me the 14 and a half. I do think the Packers is going to win. I mean, the plus 14 and a half. Packers are going to win the game. I don't see in a world where if they're to lose this game, then we got to start asking questions about the Packers. Um, Props that I like in the game. I mean, give me Chase because I don't like the Green Bay secondary at all. As long as the Bengals O line can hold up a little bit, like that should give their receivers time to get open. So I mean, give me Chase for I mean 80 yards and a touchdown. Give me T Higgins for 40 yards. I think Chase Brown, like now that he actually has a quarterback back there that can actually throw the ball, like I think it's going to make defenses have to play a lot more honest. So I mean, give me Chase, not Chase, but oh, no, no, I mean Chase Brown for 50 yards rushing. Um, the Packers side, give me Jordan Love for two touchdowns. Give me Jacobs for 100 yards and a touchdown. And I'm gonna stay away from the Packers receivers, man, because I say it every week, man. You don't really know. It could be it was Dobbs last week or the week prior to their bye. Or, I mean, it could be Dobbs, it could be Golden, it could be Tucker Craft. Like it's too many options, and I'm just gonna stay away from that.
Um, Let me see. I don't. The only thing that I like on the Bengals is what's the running back,
It's fun.
his carries and his yards. Um, if it, uh, I won't even say it if I don't like it. Outside of that, that's it. With the Packers, man, Josh Jacobs has been pretty solid this year. Real consistent for the Packers, especially keeping Jordan out of those situations where he had to like carry the team or whatever. But I won't start in on Jordan Love right now. I don't feel like it. Um, so I do like Josh Jacobs, his carries and his yards. Um, that's about it. That's about it. I see the Packers winning this. The 14 and a half, that's, I don't know, man. Packers ain't even 14 and a half type team. I know the Bengals are bad, but the Packers are not that good. Um, yeah, I would definitely take the Bengals and the points on that one for sure.
Yeah, I like the Packers to win, but 14 points, that's insane to me. Um, I do think Flacco is a better quarterback than Browning, but I don't think that changes the trajectory of this team at the moment. Because that offensive line is still bad. They don't do anything well. They don't run block well. They pass block a little bit better, but the margin between the two, it's not that big of a difference. I do think Joe Flacco will be able to get the ball to his playmakers though. Um, So I would like Chase yards going into this game, or his receptions at least. But besides that, yeah, I'm not really touching anything else besides Packers money line. And yeah, I'm fading that point spread. If I can take it down, I will. But yeah, I'm not taking it at 14.
Oh my God. Thomas Castellano just threw a stupid dot. Let's go. We fucking suck.
Yeah, y'all in a dogfight today, huh? Y'all in a
Hey,
dogfight with Pittsburgh, man.
it's about to get it's about to pull away, man. Just chill, man. Just chill.
Okay, okay.
All right. The hate
All right.
watch continues here for me. Lions versus Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 2.5. 50 over under is 52.5. Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions. The rematch that everybody think is going to be the turnaround for the Chiefs. They think the Chiefs is going to win this game and get back on track. I think it's going to be the opposite. I think the Lions are going to overwhelm the Chiefs, and I hope they get their back blowed out. Okay. Give me Amara St. Brown receiving yards. Give me both of the running backs for a rushing touchdown. Give me give me Travis Kelce for anytime touchdown, and let me get Xavier Worthy receiving yards.
Oh yeah, I just seen that play by Castellano. That's a good pass though. Perfect pass. Um, yeah, man, I'm here for this, man. I've been saying it all week, man. I'm not picking the Chiefs to win this game. I'm just not. I think the Ravens game was a mirage. I think everybody after the Ravens game was like, oh, the Chiefs are back, the Chiefs are back, but you played the Ravens. Interesting stat. So the AFC Player of the Week. Do you know that award's been given out for 5 times for 5 weeks? Do you know that the Ravens have helped that player get that award 3 out of the 5 times? So yeah, that's a little stat for the people. Um, Give me the Lions plus the 2.5. I'd even go Lions money line. I know the Lions are banged up on defense, but I do not think that the Chiefs can stop that rushing attack. I don't think they can stop it at all. Gibbs, Gibbs and Montgomery. I just don't see it happen. I think that the Lions have too many weapons. That the Lions have gone into Arrowhead and won before, so I don't think it's a new experience for them. And and I also think that the Chiefs O line is going to have their hands full with like Aiden. I think Aiden could be a game wrecker in this game. Um, Props I do like. I do like Worthy for a touchdown. I think this would be his second game back. So I'd go there. I got Kelsey for about 40 yards. I'm not gonna go. I'm Kelsey heavy. Give me Kareem Hunt for a touchdown because anytime they get down on that goal line and they do run the ball, that they're giving the ball to Kareem Hunt. They're not giving it to Pacheco. On the line side, give me Gibbs for a touchdown. Give me Montgomery for a touchdown, and I like Laporta for a touchdown, and St. Brown for me 60 yards. And take Mahomes for 25 rushing yards as well.
Yeah. Um, I think Detroit wins this game. I just feel like right now they're better on both sides of the ball. And I don't think it's really close. I They don't have the same names, but I feel like Kansas City's offense is kind of carrying them right now. The defense hasn't really been a close to anything that I would consider a Spags type defense or whatever. Detroit isn't doing anything spectacular, but I just, as a unit, I just feel like they're playing better football right now. With Gibbs, I do like his rushing yards. Anytime touchdown with him, anytime touchdown with St. Brown. I like his targets as well. Um, I like the yards for him and um, what's the boy name behind him? Gibbs.
Montgomery.
Montgomery. Yeah, I like both of them. They're definitely going to run the ball. And Pat, I'll take all of his yards. As long as it's not 2.5 on the touchdowns, If it's 1.5, yeah, I'll do that. I think Kelsey is going to get a lot of targets, so I'll probably take his yards and his targets. But Pat's yards, attempts, completions, uh, touchdowns, yards. I don't know if I said that. Um, yeah, but I got Detroit by, I don't know, man. Like this could be like a 10-point joint, 13 point. It could be. But I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Did Pop go?
I don't think.
Nah, I actually like the Chiefs to win this game. I think they've been kind of getting to a rhythm on the offensive side of the ball, and them turning to the rookie running back and going with Kareem Hunt has been helping them to kind of alleviate the pressure on Pacheco, honestly, from being running back one. So having that kind of committee for their run game, I think has really been helping them for the most part. And then with Worthy kind of getting back into the offense, you're seeing that kind of produce. I will say one, like out of the plays that you have given, this one play has been hitting for me since week one, and that is Tyquan Thornton's longest reception. The line is typically at 17 and a half. I've seen it at 16 and a half. I would take that. He's hit that every game except for one. Um, and so yeah, that's a prop I would look at. Tyquan Thornton's longest reception.
All right, the next game we got is Bills versus Falcons. Bills favored by 4.5. Over under is 49.5. Falcons fans say they winning this game, man.
It's funny the line hasn't moved because I think the Bills ruled out a couple players about an hour ago, and the line didn't move at all, which is interesting.
Who's out?
Hold on, I can give it to you. Pause. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, come on, brother. You gotta come on, man. What are we doing?
Matt Milano was out. DeMar
Oh,
Hamlin, like we said earlier, was they put him on IR, so he's not playing. TJ Sanders is out. So you got those guys out, and I think their first round pick Harrison, the corner, he's still out. He hasn't played at all this season. I'm not sure about the other corner that they drafted. He had a neck injury, but he's not on the injury report, so he actually might be coming back. So they'll get another cornerback. But yeah, like that's just a lot of injuries, man. I don't know.
All right, so I'll say I think the Bills win this game, man. I think they should. I don't know, man. Atlanta to me, they haven't hit a stride really yet. They did play really well last week though. In a bounce back game against the Commanders, I think they won 34-27, something like that.
Yeah, sound right.
After getting blown out by the Panthers, but I just don't know if they have enough this week, like to beat the Bills. Penix to me, he got to get a little better, man. He got to be a little bit more consistent with the rock. I'm not sure if he threw any more touchdowns, but I think the last time I checked, what it was, 3-3. He was 3-3.
Yeah, I think it might be still the same.
So,
they didn't play. They're coming off a bye too, so they didn't play.
yeah. So, okay, yeah. You're right. So he 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions right now. I think Bijan Robinson got to get a little bit more involved in that rushing game. I think he only got 1 rushing touchdown. So I think this game right here comes down to like the Bills just got a better offensive plan right now, and they've been executing it better. Which that offense at this point runs through James Cook, and it will again on Sunday. So give me James Cook rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Give me Josh Allen passing yards and a passing. I ain't gonna say passing touchdown. They don't give you 1. You gotta throw 2. I don't know if he throw 2. Give me Bijan Robinson rushing yards And give me an anytime touchdown. I don't know if he's scoring a rushing Sunday, but he might score receiving too. Um, yeah, that's it for me.
I really like Bijan versus the Bills without their best linebacker, middle linebacker, Milano, him and Algier. Um, I don't like the Bills. So I'm rooting for the Falcons, but I can give legitimate reason why I'm going for the Falcons. Like I just feel like this is the opportunity for that offense to get going, especially Bijan is special, dog. I haven't seen an athlete like him. The only athlete that I am in that I've seen in my lifetime that moved the same way as him is Marshall Faulk. And Marshall Faulk is my favorite running back of all time. I think that he's absolutely phenomenal. And Algier is a really good compliment to them. I got a feeling they're gonna have a big game. And it's gonna be like a little runoff or whatever, because James Cook and the Bills, they got a good thing going right now. I think they need to go ahead and work on like a real extension. Because if they let this shit run out again, he's pretty fucking good, man. I do like Atlanta secondary. I'm gonna go with Atlanta, man, with the upset. And I like Bijan for his I think he gets a touchdown at home on Sunday or Monday night. Um Algier, I predict him to get his yards as well. Um, he's really good as he could be a running back number one, but not really. But I think he's probably like the best RB2 in the league in my opinion. Well, behind Montgomery. But I don't know with Josh. Is he going to run it? Is he going to throw it? He's going to get some type of touchdown. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but James Cook, man, I like all of his props. That motherfucker's pretty phenomenal behind that offensive line. But Bijan, Algier, and Cooks, I like them. I think you should check they shit out. But yeah, I got Atlanta in an upset at home.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I'd love for the Bills losing the game because if they lose and we win, that means we're in first place. I mean, don't get it twisted.
Mm.
I mean, but it's for me, it's two sides of the coin. I love that, but then also, like, I know a lot of Falcon fans in Atlanta, man. I spent some time in Atlanta, so if them niggas win, I'm not gonna hear the end of it from them people. So I just prefer the Bills to win personally on a personal level. But like when I analyze the game, I mean, if the Falcons
That's
want to win
crazy.
the game, they've got to crowd the middle of the field. Like they've got to not let Josh Allen throw to Shakir over the middle, throw to Kincaid and Knox over the middle. They have to force the outside receivers on the boundary to beat them. I think that's the way that you got to play the Bills to beat them because let's just face it, like they don't have, extraordinary talent on the outside in terms of wide receivers. They have good talent, but it's not elite. And so if I was a defensive coordinator, I would try to stop the run. I'd try to crowd the middle of the field, and I'd make Josh Allen throw to those wide receivers on the boundary and see if they could do that for a whole game and beat you. Um, I just don't know if the Falcons have the ability to stop the run. First of all, I mean, I know statistically they have what the top one, the top two defense statistically in the league right now. But and couple that with the Bills coming off a sloppy game, they had a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers. I don't see them having two games like that in a row. I just don't. And I think James Cook's gonna have a much better game. I think Josh Allen gonna have a better game. I mean, I don't necessarily know about the Bills defense with all the injuries. That's why I'm leaning the game going over as well. Props I like. Give me James Cook for a touchdown. James Cook for about 60 yards. Um, I like Kincaid to get in the end zone. On the Falcons side, Mooney, he's questionable with a hamstring, so I'll just stay away from his props because he could play or he could not. I'm just not sure. Bijan, give me Bijan's his rushing yards, and his receiving yards, and Bijan to get in the end zone. And also give me what is that boy's name? The wide receiver for them.
Drake London.
Yeah, Drake. Give me Drake London for me 70 yards too.
I actually like the Falcons to win. They do something well that the Bills can't stop, which is run the ball. They have been really effective with the run game. Like y'all said, Bijan and Algier have been a great one-two punch for them. And also Bijan, just overall as a running back, he's been pretty elite. He's hit his over on his all-purpose yards every game that he's played in. So I would look at that one and probably take it. I look at them, the Falcons, to establish the run. But I also like the connection that Penix and Pitts have started to develop in the past game, and I like them to take advantage of that against a Bills defense that kind of gives up yardage to tight ends. So I like them to work that portion of the field a lot this game. I will say they do need one of their other wide receivers to step up with Mooney not potentially playing. So you're looking at McLeod. I think Hodge is back from injury as well. So looking at these guys to kind of step up because I do think that the Bills are going to try to take Drake London out of the game for Penix and force him to go to his other guys as well. I do like Josh Allen to get at least two passing touchdowns in this. I expect James Cook to have a better showing running the ball as well. But I just think defensively for the Bills, I think the Falcons offensively is going to be able to take advantage of the efficiencies that they're currently having. So I like the Falcons to win.
All right, the final game of the week: Bears versus Commanders. Commanders favored by 4.5. Over under is 50.5. Oh, Jamie, this the game you was talking about? We see my
Yeah, yeah. This is the one.
Let's go Bears, baby! Let's go! Want me
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Hail Mary this Sunday, damn it! You motherfuckers is gonna lose, damn. You hear me? Yeah, I'm taking the Bears. Yeah, fuck the Commanders. I don't give a damn. If my dog say give football reasons. All right, Caleb Williams is playing significantly better than he played in the last game they played. I think he has 8 touchdowns to 2 interceptions at this point. I think he's gonna come in. He's gonna be able to execute on offense. Roma Dunze has also awakened to being a way bigger part of the offense than he was last year. I want to say he got 5 touchdowns, so I'm taking him for an anytime touchdown. I think this comes down to who offensively runs the ball better, in my opinion. And I think, honestly, God, truth, the Commanders probably are running the ball better right now. But I think coming into this game, that 2 running back tandem between Swift and the young guy is going to open up. And I think the Bears pulled this one out in a close one. But give me Deebo Samuel receiving yards. Give me Roma Dunze receiving yards and a touchdown. Give me Caleb Williams passing yards and rushing yards in this game. And give me Bill rushing yards and a touchdown. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with so far. Let's go Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you, man.
I'm
gonna take the Commanders in this game. The reason why I'm gonna take the Commanders is because the Bears have one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. I think they're bottom 5 in giving up yards per carry to running backs. And like you just said, Bill is he's starting to catch his stride. And you have that, and then if the Commanders are able to get pressure on Caleb and move him off the spot, I think it's going to bode well for them. I mean, you don't want him running the ball, but you want you don't want you don't want him to flush him from the pocket, but you want him to get happy feet in the pocket and just try to start making throws that he really shouldn't be making. What was I going to say? Props I like in the game. Give me Bill for anytime touchdown. Give me Zach Ertz for anytime touchdown. Give me Bill for about 80 yards rushing. And I'm also go off the grain. Give me JD5 for a rushing touchdown as well, or anytime touchdown. I mean, for the Bears, the Commanders also aren't like highly ranked in terms of run defense either. I mean, like, they're not like top 10 or anything. So, give me DeAndre Swift for his rushing yards and receiving yards. I think he's going to be a big factor for the Bears if they can win the game. I'm gonna stay away from DJ Moore because DJ Moore's not having the best of seasons. Give me Roma Dunze for anytime touchdown and 50 yards.
He's still playing for the Bears. Damn, I forgot.
Yeah, DJ ain't really having a good year, man. Like I think he's kind of getting. I don't want to say they're phasing him out intentionally, but I just think when you bring in a lot of new weapons, that's just kind of what happens. So, but I mean, those are the props that I like.
So on paper, when you look at the talent and who's playing, you have to go Chicago. But it's like I don't know. I just feel like Washington is a better team, if that makes sense or whatever. JD5 is he's pretty good, man. The way that he can create and like carry offense the way that he does. Um, Now I haven't been keeping up with his numbers, so I don't know what he's been consistent in. But I do know that him and Debo Samuels have been doing pretty well together. Um, so and with Terry out, I think they got another wide receiver out. And they had a
No,
few,
yeah, I mean Noah Brown's out too.
okay, yeah. So I'll definitely look at his targets, probably anytime touchdown. I don't know where he is at touchdowns right now, but I know the first two, three games he was pretty hot. On the other side, man, I really can't tell you. I don't pay attention to the Chicago Bears. Is I know it's been a complete shit show over there. And then it's like the whole Ben Johnson thing when he snapped at the reporter or whatever. So I haven't really been paying attention to them niggas, but I know that the Commanders they're gonna run the ball. JD5 is gonna scramble. He's gonna get his rushing yards. He's going to extend some plays. Debo is going to do some shit after the catch. Um, so far, I can't. I don't have a reason to trust or believe in the Chicago Bears. Um, they've like completely shot themselves in the foot almost every chance that they've been given. So, I mean, I had no choice but to go with the Commanders, even though I feel like Chicago got a better roster. But the Commanders are a way better team. So, give me the Commanders, man.
Yeah, this Bears team been pretty inconsistent. I never know how they're going to perform week to week. And yeah, you're coming off of a bye, but I can't trust y'all could get it done right coming off said bye. The Commanders have been finding ways to get it done considering the injuries that they've had on the offensive side of the ball. And JD5, I don't think he's 100%, but that Chargers game, he really stepped up and made some key plays to get the Commanders to win that game, and I expect that trend to continue going against the Bears. Defensively, the Bears have been inconsistent. But offensively, I think they're really finding the groove with Rome Adunze. Like I think he's really stepping into his own right now. His connection with Caleb has just been growing game by game, and I expect that trend to continue on. So I would like Rome's receiving yards or even his receptions. And JD5, I'll probably take him for 1.5 passing touchdowns in this game as well. Yeah, Commanders get this dub.
Let's go Bears. Let's go Bears. I know
Man,
they gonna
he's a
clip me. It don't
nasty
matter.
nigga, man.
I don't care. I hope they
He's
lose.
a nasty nigga, man.
Hope they get blowed the fuck out. Matter of fact, I hope JD come out and throw 2 picks for fucking 14 points. You hear me? All right, now I'm just bullshitting. I don't care about
I
him
mean,
throwing pickings.
I can't be mad at him. Shit, I picked the Ravens, so I mean, fuck. I feel you, though. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, man. That's the last game though. We appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. Being consistent every week, showing up with us, man, and hanging out. Uh, we'll be back next week, man. Saturday, 11:15, same time, same place. Pop, get us out of here.
Yeah. So starting next week, we want to bring people on to do like the halfway point check-ins with your team. So just tap in with one of the four of us or whatever to let you know if you're interested in coming on the pod. We're gonna get that started next Saturday, and we're gonna continue that on until we can get through as many teams as we can as the season goes on. So yeah, and remember to follow the YouTube page, follow the Twitter page, join the check down Twitter community. We're trying to like at least have some weekly questions or something like that to engage with the people during the week. And remember to always tell a friend and tell a friend, and we'll tap in with y'all next Saturday at 11:15 Eastern Standard Time.
We out.